No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world. And today, me and Remo are bringing you a very anticipated, requested interview, an extremely important interview in terms of our understanding of exactly what's been going on in Chicago for the last, 15 years or so. We got Big Mike on the platform. What's going on, man?
Longer than that. Yeah, I had to come show some love, man. A lot of people on the outside looking in think they know what's going on in the city. It's a lot of crazy shit going on in the city.
Even now, the crazy shit's not all just in the rearview mirror.
No, hell no. That shit's still going on out there, man. People out there dying. Fed smacking that mother. Everybody's just, it's over with for Chicago. They burning that down.
That's how you feel. Like it's not, there's no hope.
Man, the only way it's going to be some hope is that the who leave in the hood to come back to the hood and help put it back, to help get it in, you know what I'm saying, help get my to come out. Like, you get your money and you leave. What, they going to listen to some doing the same shit they doing?
Right.
If you come and they see you done left, you was able to get out, and you come back to the hood and you telling them like this what's going on, and you try to help build the community back up, then it'll work. But other than that, I'm going to be, shit, if I was a street and you a street looking at you like, how the fuck you going to tell me something? We out here doing the same thing. But you get somebody like D Rose or Dwayne Wade or somebody like that come to the hood and start showing people like, man, look, we done made it out. Y'all could do this, y'all could do that. Start helping around the hood and shit. That's the only way. Other than that bitch going down.
Yeah, because it seems like everybody leaves Chicago, whether they make a shitload of money and they leave, or even like the dudes who just get well known enough that they just are kind of famous in Chicago, they leave too, even if they're on some regular shit once they leave.
Right.
And then like a large percentage of people who stay over the last 10, 15 years, they end up dead.
That's true. So it's a never ending cycle, shit.
You still living in Chicago?
Man, I'm always in Chicago, but no.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you, man? I ain't finna be in that hot ass city, man.
Cause how long? Cause you did a 10-year bid, right?
Yeah, I did 5 before that, and then 10 on that one. Yeah.
So when you got out, you ain't have no restrictions, like no house arrest
On this one?
Yeah, on this one, like you
Hell
good to
yeah.
go wherever.
I'm on parole right now. I had to get approved to come to this shit, and that was hard to do.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Just because it's us or because it's California?
Because it's so far. Yeah, it's so far. Like, I gotta get on a plane and all that shit. Like say if I'm leaving, if I'm in Atlanta, or if I want to go to Atlanta from Chicago or maybe Indianapolis or any little spots around there, it's like a 10-hour drive or some shit. You ain't driving out here from Chicago.
People do it.
Unless you want to spend them 3 days on the road. I ain't doing no 3 days on the road, man.
But we keep having people come to do the interview, and it's pretty obvious that they don't want to be pipeless, per se. So they drive from Chicago, which I get the logic, but that in itself entails a lot of crimes crossing that many state lines. And I'm just kind of like, good luck, man. Don't get pulled over.
I jumped on the plane.
Yeah.
By myself.
Right.
I ain't worried about it. If it happen, it happen.
Because when people tell us that too, I'm like, nobody's tripping about you out here. Like, for the most part, you'd have to really be on some weird shit to be from Chicago and to have like serious problems in LA if you've never even been out here before.
I think people just like to psych their heads up like they really that when they not. You know what I'm saying? I just been through hella airports on my way here. You know what I'm saying? So many people done walk up to me, shook my hand, wanted to take pictures and shit. Hey, ain't nobody thinking about us, man. These fans that just want to be fans.
Right.
Ain't nobody really thinking about us like that, though. But they're just people who be hyping their heads up, making themselves think that they something that they ain't. Or I got to drive down here 3 days with these guns because I think somebody gonna do something. Ain't nobody finna do shit to you.
Right. You got to really piss somebody off in California for them to give a shit about what's going on.
Then how they gonna know you coming unless you told them?
You come out here and you go hotel to the studio, hotel to the interview, you be all right. Not you, but like anyone.
I think a lot of people who come out here, they brag about coming to LA for the first time, and that's where it get tricky. Like, you didn't post any airport pictures or nothing. You just
hell no. Don't nobody know I'm here.
Yeah.
Except my people.
This your first time in LA?
Yeah. Not saying that it's all right.
Yeah.
When I come back the next time, though, that's when I'm going to do a little party or whatever. I might go out somewhere or something like that. Go out to eat or something like that.
Right.
Right now, I'm just a strictly business right now.
So you've been free for how many months now?
On the 12th, it'll be 6 months.
Okay. And how is it? Because I feel like it was probably one thing when you got out and then you start doing media, you're doing podcasts and shit, and then all of a sudden everybody's like really starting to realize you're home, and then it's probably reached a whole different level.
Oh, yeah. So when I first came home, I really wasn't on shit. I was like, I'm just going to fall back and see what's going on and shit. But then I had all the bloggers reaching out to me and shit. I'm like, man, I don't know how much they be paying motherfuckers, you feel me? Like, that's what I was thinking, like. And then when them numbers started getting thrown at me, I'm like, oh, I ain't working no motherfucking job. Man, hell no, I can make this just to talk to you for 2 hours. I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? So I did my first interview with DJU. Shit, the second one was with him too, with me and my little brother. And then I did some shit with D's Media. Shout out D's Media. It was basically like he on some positive shit though. Like, he really ain't going to like the bullshit of the streets. He was going into the positive shit. Steph the Messenger, he was on some positive shit too. All he wanted to do is talk about how to help the youth and let them know like why they don't want to do the shit we was doing and shit.
Which do you prefer? Because you seem like your mentality is not really on some positive shit. You seem, because the first shit that you said was kind of negative about Chicago and shit.
I could do it both.
Right.
You feel me? Like how I tell the kids, like, don't do what we doing. Like, do something better. Like, we doing this shit and we did this shit already, just so y'all ain't gotta do it. Like, y'all see where it's gonna lead to. You gonna die or you gonna go to jail. Your mama gonna be crying. She gonna be mad. They gotta bury you. They gotta come up with $10,000 just to stick you in the ground. Financial burden, you feel me? Like, and people don't understand what these women be going through out here when they losing their kids. Shit, we ain't gonna know. We ain't no woman. You know what I'm saying? We ain't have to push that baby out. She pushed that baby out and carried it for 9 months. So, like, seeing your son go to jail, seeing your son die and shit like that hurt women. You feel me? I just be trying to tell the youth, like, is that what you want to keep putting your mama through, then go ahead, shit. But that ain't the right route.
But you say it hurts women. Is your heart so cold to that shit at this point that when you lose somebody that you care about, that it's almost hard for you to even go through that emotional process?
Yeah, it's like it's numb. Like, it be kind of numb. Like, I have my moments where I bug, but it's like so many people done died. Like, when I was locked up, I done lost so many people. You know what I'm saying? My little brother died right before I came home in Chicago. And it was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I was hurt, but it was like still just another day because I went right back to doing what I usually do while I'm in prison, which is work out on the phone, writing letters or something like that. It's like man, that shit turn you, bro. You get used to it.
Yeah, because when you're home, you at least get to, use this as an opportunity to be around his family or your family, and an opportunity to, you go to the funeral, you have the ceremony that symbolizes the end of this person's life. When you're locked up, you don't get to do any of that. It's just literally all you can do is think about it.
And it'll drive you crazy when you're in prison because, you know what I'm saying, you keep using your brain. It forces you to, like, be mad. And then you might not did nothing to me, but I'm just so mad about what happened to my people that you probably done just said some funny shit and I didn't find it funny. And then now we fighting. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no way to let it out. I'm in prison. You know what I'm saying? Like, really ain't got access to the phone like that. So that's the best way people let it out in prison. Like, man, I'm finna beat his ass. And then when you sit and say it, you like, damn, he ain't even do shit to me. I'm just mad because of that situation that happened. But out here, you know what I'm saying, you able to hug your people, you know what I'm saying? Y'all able to console each other and shit like that. Y'all able to talk, like, for real, instead on them jail phones. And it'd be better because you would feel the love. You know what I'm saying? You would be able to console your mama, console your daddy, your sister, your brother. But in prison, you just sitting there, like, getting information off the phone, going back in the cell, think about it all day. you're going to think about it all day, and it's going to hurt your brain so much you're going to end up crashing out. You're going to go to see it.
Let's go to the beginning. So you was born and raised in O Block, or you just...
I wasn't born and raised in O Block. I was born in Indianapolis, Indiana. My daddy took my mama to Indianapolis, and I was born. And then she came back and went back to Parkway. So I was born in Indianapolis, but I was raised in Parkway Gardens.
About what age you think you like went to Parkway?
I was in there my whole life. I was born, the day I was born, 2 days later, my mama brought me back to Chicago.
And y'all was in Parkway Gardens from...
Yes.
Oh, so you a real, original O Block.
It's not one person. Not one person. It didn't matter before this King Von stuff, none of that. It's not one person in there that don't know me and my little brothers and my mama. Not nobody. Since the 90s. Nobody. Everybody will tell you like, yeah, them Diane crazy ass kids. You know what I'm saying? That's who we was.
And you said one of your brothers just died recently. Was he?
He died last year in April on the 6th.
And he was living in the O Block as well.
Yeah. All of us. Every last one of my mama kids stayed over there. Wooski stayed over there too.
So Wooski's just one of your brothers, or
He just one of them. He the third brother. I'm the first, then Lowski, then Wooski, then Shooter, then my youngest brother.
and he would have been out of O Block by what age? Because he lived there for a period of time as well, right?
He was always in and out. Because by him, you know what I'm saying, always getting to it with people on the block. He was always leaving, going to hang with his homie Tuka and on 71st. So he'd be going down there, doing his thing down there. But we was living on the block though. But then we had got put out. And that's what made him really start fucking with them hard. Like now he ain't got no ties to the hood. He don't gotta come back over here, none of that. So when he came over there, shit, he terrorized and he could just go back down on 71st.
So when you was hanging out in the O Block, who was like your main crowd of people you was chilling with? Like, are you...
Me, OD, 5, Platoon, DP, A1, White, Sherrod, C Murder. There's too many niggas. Platoon. See, that's really about it. That was like really my circle, like people you would see me with every day.
What about Boss Talk? I don't know.
You want to see me with him every day because he come from another hood. You know what I'm saying? We was bred in there. You know what I'm saying? He come from another hood.
So you were born in what year?
1990.
1990. Okay, so you were like 20 by the time the whole Sosa shit starts blowing up and everything. So you're kind of like a grown man.
Yeah, I think
watching all these young 15, 16-year-olds
and
blow
I was
up.
in prison, and I ain't know.
Oh,
nothing
you were
about
already
it.
locked up by then.
Yeah, I got locked up in 2009.
Oh,
I think
okay.
Sosa really started popping in like 2011. I want to say around the time that O got killed. And I was steady hearing the names and shit like that, but I didn't know who they was talking about until I actually seen it on TV, and that's when I learned about the whole JoJo beef and all that crazy. I was still locked up for all of that.
Okay. So you got locked up in 2009, you said?
2009.
And what was that for?
Armed robbery.
Okay. Was that the first time you had serious legal problems?
Not serious legal problems, because I had a lot of serious legal problems when I was a juvenile. But as an adult, that was the first one.
What were the juvenile things related to?
Juveniles is all about, all right, we making bombs. I don't know if y'all ever, you know what I'm saying, know nothing about making no fucking bombs with bathroom cleaner and aluminum foil.
I always wanted to, but I never really got too far past just like burning shit.
So we was doing that, you know what I'm saying, and getting in trouble. We was throwing them in people's cribs and shit. Throwing them in people's cars, throwing them at police cars and shit.
In your neighborhood. So these are like people that realistically are probably like related to your friends and shit. And you're
We ain't get no though. We was
Right.
kids, you know what I'm saying? It was fun. You know, I got locked up for shit like that. I got caught with a gun when I was the shorty. I got a bunch of trespassings as a shorty from trespassing in Parkway Gardens. They gave me a whole bunch of court supervisions to stay from over there, but then I still go back over there because I live here. My mama live here. Where the f*** I'm gonna go? So I still be going over there. They keep locking my ass up.
But people always talk about how prior to like 2011 or whatever, that O Block and, you know, just the overall climate in Chicago was a lot more relaxed compared to where it's at now. Is that your impression as well?
It was, hell yeah, because it wasn't that much, it wasn't that many guns. Like, for some reason, there's a lot of guns in the neighborhoods now. Like, it wasn't that many guns, bro. Like, people used to fight. People used to fight. I remember when we was going to Dulles. Like, we used to fight. That's how all the beef started anyway. Because we used to fight each other all day. These was dudes that we was going to school with.
You talking about like the 63rd?
Be cool with once upon a time. You know what I'm saying?
The STL beef.
No, before STL, when there was EBT. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas we went to school with, and a lot of them locked up. You know what I'm saying? They never coming home. You know what I'm saying? Like STL, STL wasn't even heard of around that time when we was beefing with EBT hard. We didn't know nothing about St. Lawrence. We was beefing with dude and them on Eberhard.
But who's dude in them? Like, who the main nigga that y'all was fighting and shit over there?
Torrance and Cornel and all them niggas, Wee and Chicken. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas who we used to hang with. Them was our homies.
Why did y'all start fighting? Like, they be saying most of the times that the fights start over like women and shit. Like, why do you
That wasn't our case, though. That wasn't our case. When that Calumet building got tore down, niggas went from the Calumet building to Eberhard. And we stayed in Parkway. And when they went towards Eberhard, they started with the gangsters. And when they started with the gangsters, that created a problem. And we was in school beefing at Dulles.
Yeah.
Beefing every day, all day, fighting, and then it led to some other shit.
Yeah, so I guess the fight started leading to getting shot at, and
people started getting their ass whooped. You up here getting embarrassed in school, I'm gonna bring a gun up to this motherfucker next time. You know what I'm saying? That's how a lot of that shit started.
Were you like one of the big homies? Like, were you older? Like, what's the age difference between like you and like OD and everyone?
Me and OD around the same age. I think I'm 1 year older than him. I think he would have been 32 this year. I'm finna be 34 this year.
Cause OD get credited for like a lot of the old block guys. They say that OD was showing everyone the ropes and shit back in the day.
It wasn't even necessary that he was actually showing them all. Who was just watching them and wanted to do it. You feel me? It ain't like he was telling them like, look, come here, that's how you do this, that's how you do that.
Yeah.
No, what he was doing, he was showing them because he was doing it and wanted to do it, so they was following in his footsteps.
Why do you think he was so advanced and like you and him like jumped off the porch so early compared to everybody else?
I couldn't even tell you. I think it's just shit. We wanted to be like some little demons and shit. You feel me? Like, you can't compare nobody on the streets to OD though. You know what I'm saying? It's like he was different, bro. He was different. Like, a lot of motherfuckers who shout his name don't know him. So you don't know the real him. So you only seen the demon side. You ain't seen that OD that really brought the streets out when he died. You know what I'm saying? Like, if bro love you, he love you. You know what I'm saying? He'll do anything for you. You know what I'm saying? It was times where I used to be dirty as hell. Didn't hide shit. Bro brought me shoes up out his crib. Got in trouble for bringing me the shoes because his mama just bought them. Brought me the shoes, and now when his shit, he just gave them to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit like that. Everybody I see on the internet just talk about how he was just had no regard for human life, and you know what I'm saying? How he was just this cold-blooded killer, and how he done killed this person and killed that person. But everybody love to speak on the negative. What about the positive, though? Y'all don't know about the positive because ain't nobody speaking on the positive.
It's hard for a lot of people to imagine that somebody could have both sides of that to their personality, you know?
He did. He did. He was a cool-ass dude, man. I've been knowing OD since the sandbox.
What type of person was OD, though? Like, before all of the gang violence and shit or whatever, like...
She was just cool as hell. He just liked to be fresh as hell, always fresh as hell on the block. You know what I'm saying? He was a mama's boy. Feel me? And shit, he was getting all the females. Like, you wanted to be around him because he was gonna have all the ladies like on him. So as you was around him, like, you could get some too. Feel me? Like, he just was a chill ass. Like, and shit, when it was crunch time, though, it was crunch time. He turned off that and turned on his demon.
So he was more like a protector for y'all. And
Hell yeah. we always, me, him, 5, Platoon, we was always the protectors of that hood. Always the protectors of that block. Like, we was the first ones that always want to jump on the front line and just go do it. You feel me? Because it was like it was natural. Like with my family, that's how I am with my family too. You know what I'm saying? Like God could come down right now and tell me like, look, either you or Wooski got to go right now. I'm gonna go, cause that's just who I am. It's in me. I can't change it. A lot of people saying that shit. I should want to live my life than my people's and shit, but shit, I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it.
So when OD was killed, you was locked up?
Yup.
And how did that hit? Given that you didn't really have any way to mourn.
They gossip in prison a lot, man. Like people will walk up to you telling you some shit, and you'll be like, man, watch out. But little do people know the jails found out about a lot of shit before the streets even found out about it. So when they told me, I was just, man, y'all last line. And shit, I got on the phone and they was like, yeah, he got shot up. I'm just like, what the fuck? Went over, talked to my homie for a little bit, went in the cell, came back out, seen some niggas that we was in tour with, tore it up, went to SIG, did a whole year in SIG behind that shit.
Yeah, so after OD got killed, there was a lot of fights in jail?
Hell yeah. A lot of them, because he had so much love from all type of blocks, like the Hundreds, everywhere. So when people were seeing, like, hearing, like, you know what I'm saying, through the grapevine, like who supposedly took him out. Like, okay, anybody affiliated with that block, we whooping their ass. We stabbing them up. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker gotta run the PC, gotta go hide. That's how ugly it be in prison. You feel me? You ain't got no gun enough. You ain't got shit but your fists. And if you want to fuck around with a knife, you can fuck around with a knife. But that's it.
And Tuka was killed before OD, right?
Yeah.
Because they said that OD was a revenge killing for Tuka. FBG Butterman going around saying that KI killed OD because some niggas killed Tuka.
I don't even know nothing about that. I don't even know if it's true that KI even killed OD. You feel me? I don't even know if it's true if OD killed Tuka. You know what I'm saying? Some people just make up stories for content.
They take the biggest names and
Yeah.
like make them the one who did it when it realistically could have been a lot
You
of
know
other
what I'm
people.
saying? It could have been somebody else. The streets been talking about who could have possibly did it. Everybody just ran with it because she the one started jumping on the internet about the shit.
So in jail, y'all kind of ran with it too. So the niggas y'all was fighting in jail was KI people?
Yeah, they was kept saying like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? They talking about this KI who out the bound. But whole time, the block knew that little girl ain't had nothing to do with him getting killed. She probably was there. But she ain't the one that pulled that trigger, bro.
So the people that got jumped to jail probably was from, I mean, I guess they're all affiliated anyway, right?
Yeah, everybody, you know what I'm saying? When you're in prison, you sectioned off anyway. You sectioned off regardless. As soon as you come in, what you is? Where you from? All right, it's good, and I'm over here. What you is? Where you from? Y'all over here type shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how it go in prison.
So at the time, one of your close homies, which is OD, he just got killed. But your little brother, his friend, which is Tuka, his best friend, he got killed a couple days before. So what's you and Wooski's relationship at this time? Because you're locked up. You talking to him on the phone or anything? Because like both y'all just lost y'all best friends to
The same war.
the same war.
To the same bullshit. I mean, I ain't really find out that Wooski was in that shit until a phone call. I was making a phone call. This one motherfucker still had house phones. I made a phone call from the prison to my mama house phone and shit when we was staying on 72nd and Vernon. And when I called it, Lil Bro was there and shit. Now, mind you, he was still a fucking baby. But I was like, man, I need you to bust this three-way for me. And he was like, man, I ain't calling no niggas from Parkway, man. And I was like, what the fuck you mean? Like, I ain't calling nobody from Parkway, bro. I'm on their ass. That's when I first found out that my little brother was beefing with my people. That's the first time. Ain't nobody ever told me on the phone nothing about him or none of that. I knew when I had that phone call with him. And he told my ass, I ain't calling none of them niggas, I'm on their ass.
But you knew that him and Tuka were best friends, so you couldn't assume that he would be like
I ain't
somewhat
even
upset.
necessarily knew that him and Tuka was best friends. I knew they used to hang out because Tuka used to be coming down at our crib. You know what I'm saying, all the time. But he had a lot of fucking friends though that he used to hang with. It just he had an attachment to Tuka though. But I ain't at that time. I didn't really know everything that was going on yet. I ain't really know what was going on yet. That's back then we had Consolidated. Consolidated is $10 a phone call, bro. You on the phone for 30 minutes for $10, bro. So people really weren't getting on the phone like that unless they had that bread. You know what I'm saying? And that's around the time all that shit was going on. So a motherfucker really wasn't getting the full stories and shit. But then everything started coming out.
And were you just shocked that Wooski's attitude was just kind of like, fuck him?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I was like, oh, hell no, man. I come home in 2014, what this nigga just got me in? You know what I'm saying? Because when you look at it, like a lot of niggas from the streets ain't gonna never look at it how I look at it. Because a lot of them niggas, they don't give a fuck about their brothers. They don't give no fuck about their people, you know what I'm saying? They rather die for their homies than save their brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck is wrong with you? This blood. This somebody you grew up with. Y'all live in the same house. Y'all ate the same food. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got pushed out of the same womb. Like me? No. I look at it like it's a double-edged sword. This is my brother. These my homies. What the fuck I'm supposed to do in that situation?
But it's got to be weird because your homies maybe feel like they can't 100% trust you when it comes to shit with him or something, and maybe he feels the same way about you, that he can't 100% trust you because maybe there just comes a day where you decide like, fuck it, I'm all the way with this side, and therefore I'm going to help plot against the other side. I mean, at least it has to go through people's heads, right?
It do, because that's just how it go though. You know what I'm saying? Now, I would never stop being one gang to be in another.
Right.
It'll never happen just because that's my brother's side. I'm on my brother's side. Not nobody that he affiliated with. None of that shit. I don't give no fuck what y'all do to them. Just don't touch him. Feel me? And that's because all the love I got for Lil Bro. That's like, if I was to allow them to kill my brother, what would that make me, bro? Like, who would I be if I let my homies kill my brother? And I gotta look at my mama every day. I gotta look at my little brothers every day, and they like, man, you let them niggas kill your own blood brother, man, and you ain't did shit.
But it might be out of your hands at some point, right?
It definitely ain't out of my hands. It's definitely not out of my hands. If they touch them, it's a problem. All that, we grew up since the sandbox, that shit goes out the window when it comes to my blood. That's just who I am.
But obviously Von didn't really look at it like that. Von was like, him and Wooski, it seemed like he didn't give a fuck what would happen.
I mean,
He made Wooski famous way more than he was before.
yes. Cause he was already coming up in the ranks, but
For sure.
you know, that little beef right there, he had, you know, threw it over the edge.
Youngboy never would have talked about driving around bumping Wooski if it wasn't for all that.
If it wasn't for everybody talking shit about him in their songs, I don't think Youngboy would have ever mentioned his name.
Right.
But you and Von like had them type of talks, like, hey, you know that's my brother, like ease up on him, or you think like Von would have just been with whatever with Wooski, he didn't give a fuck.
All right, I could say it's been times. It's been times where I'd have had to call Lil Bro up and tell him to move around. You feel me? It's been times where I'd have told niggas like, he get a pass. You feel me? Like they done call my phone, man. FaceTime and look who right here on this bike. Y'all already know what to do, give him a pass.
And niggas granted it, like they gave him a pass?
Hell yeah, they ain't had no choice. I had status. You know what I'm saying? In the hood, motherfucker got status like, you gonna go against me, and I got niggas that's gonna come ride with me over you. And that's a fucked up situation because, like when I came home, I told her, bro, you don't come over here, I'm not coming over there. And that was the truth. That's why it was dying down. You know what I'm saying? But then, you know, motherfucker got locked up. Fuck that dying down shit. They started back getting wild. And then you got all these shorties that's coming up and on the block now that don't get no fuck. They'll kill you on camera and don't get no fuck.
So when you got locked up, your mom, you was still living in O Block when you got locked up at the time, right?
For the first case or the case I was on?
Just in general, because you said that you grew up in O Block. So like,
oh yeah.
So where's Wooski living at this time? He's living in O Block with you as well, right?
Yeah.
So my thing is, how did Wooski get closer? Who was Wooski hanging out with in O Block? Like, who was his close homies at the time?
Shit, he really wasn't hanging around with nobody like that. He used to hang out with Lil Shorty Ray Ray. Who the fuck else he was hanging with? Lil Denzel, Devin. He had some little people that he used to hang out with, and he had people that he wrapped bike chains around their necks and shit.
So wrap bike chains around their neck, like not hit him with the bike chain, but
he hit him with it, but when he swung it wrapped around his neck when you whacked him with that motherfucker. That's why I always say that.
But those your homies at the time he doing that too?
No, these is the shorties. Them ain't my homies. I'm way older than Wooski. Y'all forgetting that.
What's the age gap between you and Wooski?
I'm 33. Wooski ain't shit with 27. I'm finna be 34.
Yeah, all right.
His age bracket, them was shorties. Them was babies. Them little niggas he hang out with. Them little niggas playing in the park, playing in the dirt and shit at that time.
So was it a thing where like, cause y'all was doing whatever y'all was doing, you was like not having Wooski around? Cause usually your little brother want to be like the big bro, so your friends he would like take to them as well.
No, he still was coming around because I done got into fights with a bunch of the guys behind him when we was little.
Cause he was coming around.
No, because he was coming around doing crazy shit.
So how did he get more locked in with Tuka and them over the people that he grew up with in O Block?
Because he started going down there. And we got family that's from Tuka and them side, you know what I'm saying? I got a bunch of cousins that's from that side of the field.
So he's hanging out with his cousins and shit too?
Yeah.
All right, for sure.
So he go down there, he hanging out with our people and shit. We have people that live on Eberhard and Vernon and shit like that on St. Lawrence. So it's easy for him to go hang over there. He like, fuck it, I'm finna go hang with cousins. And that's what really got him locked in like that.
So at this time, like, where's FBG Duck at? Is he hanging out with Duck or him and Tuka just more locked in?
I don't know. You know, I ain't even know or hear about Duck until like 2012, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like a lot of them niggas over there, Butter, all of them, you know, you done seen them type of niggas. Butter, motherfucking Lil J, all of them. I seen them before in traffic or whatever. But Duck, I never even seen Duck. You know what I'm saying? I never even heard of Duck until 2012.
How did you know Butter then? Because, like, they were all coming up under
Butter, you know what I'm saying? Bro and them know who he is. So one day we riding past and shit, you know what I'm saying, St. Lawrence. That's Butter right there. We're out the bound. You know what I'm saying?
Like O Block niggas telling you they're go Butter?
Yeah, like that's
so Butter was like sliding and doing shit early on type shit for y'all to know him?
I mean, I don't know if he was really sliding, but his name was, you know what I'm saying, out there as one of them people from off St. Lawrence. You know what I'm saying? Butter. You feel me?
I saw a comment on an interview clip the other day that said, it's so crazy to me that Butter used to be the dude that nobody had ever heard speak, and now he's like literally doing like 4 interviews a week. And I'm like, he must have been like a mystery to people at one point, and then that mystery has kind of been exchanged for him just talking on camera all the time.
I think he see how easy this shit is. He get money. He get money. People fucking with him. His name going up. He got the haters and he got the supporters. Fuck the haters. All you need is the supporters.
It's crazy because like the interview hustle seems kind of simple in comparison to the music shit, where like the music shit, you got to make dope songs and keep people interested over a long period of time, whereas the interviews are a lot more laid back, I guess.
Right, yeah. I mean, I would rather do interviews all the time than rap. You feel me? You sit down, do an interview, you make some quick little money, give a fuck what it was. You just sat down and talked for an hour, 2 hours, and you just walked out with some money. You know what I'm saying? Just to, let people hear your side, or let people that really don't know what's going on in our city know what's going on, or how we live in our life.
But are you shocked when you see shit like J Mane talking about who shot at him back in the day and all this kind of new shit that is taking place in interviews that you probably couldn't have predicted 10 years ago?
Yeah, these interviews be crazy as hell. J Mane doing this thing though. I mean, you know what I'm saying? He doing this thing, but these interviews do get crazy, man. They get crazy.
It's like a race to like see who could say the craziest thing, because it's like if Jay Maine didn't tell that story about Fredo shooting at him or whatever, somebody else would have came along at some point and started telling that story because people want to hear that kind of shit so bad,
right.
you know? Like if you chose to never do an interview, it would just really open up like a lot of people just telling Big Mike stories one way or another, you know?
They doing that.
They were already doing that before you got out, yeah.
They doing that anyway. I seen some shit. I had to get into it with a YouTuber. Like, you posted shit, you don't even know what you talking about. You calling me the devil of Chicago.
Which one?
Am I the devil of Chicago?
That's a boring nickname. We already had like the Wolverine and the Grim Reaper, just the devil.
He talking about if Vaughn was a demon in Chicago, then I'm the devil. Like, what the fuck is you talking about? You don't even know me.
They said that you kind of helped Vaughn jump off the porch. You was showing him how to move and do drills and shit.
I'm older than him. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing it before he was doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like all them niggas over there. Like a lot of them shorties over there. Like, I've been doing it before they was doing it.
Cause you named everybody you was hanging out with, but you didn't name King Von. So when did King Von come into play with you hanging out with him?
He started coming around like in 2000, I want to say like 7 or 8. But he was playing baseball and shit like that though. Like you know what I'm saying? They was doing their baseball thing. But you can always tell like who really want to do this shit. Like just off their actions, always hanging around, always ask you, man, let me see the gun, let me tote the gun. Police pulling up, he quick, he want to grab the gun because he want to prove himself. You know what I'm saying? The police pulling up, he like, give it to me, and he take off running with it. Like, they want to prove themselves and shit like that. So they was watching us as we was coming up and shit. Now, what they was watching and what they was seeing us doing and following our footsteps was bogus. Hell yeah, it was bogus. Because it's the simple fact that we taught some kids how to be some killers and shit. You know what I'm saying? We taught some kids how to rob people. You know what I'm saying? Like, go steal, shoot at a motherfucker, do this, do that. And that's the whole reason why our shit fucked up today. Because it's steady going on. But shit, that's what we was taught. Shit, I ain't see nothing wrong with it at first.
So shit could have gone another way where you guys could have been looked at like the losers in the war.
You know what I'm saying?
You know? Which is like, you might look at it now and be like, damn, that's fucked up that we passed this tradition down to the next generation. But at the same time, at that time, it felt like life or death, right?
Yeah, it felt like that's what we were supposed to be doing. That's what we felt like, because we didn't have all them, like when we was growing up, this shit, we didn't have none of this shit, bro. This is a fucking smartphone. I could tell Siri to do whatever on this bitch. You know what I'm saying? We ain't had this type of shit. We had chirps and, Boost Mobile chirps and shit. You know what I'm saying? So we wasn't up on game like with all the shit that's going on and watching people podcasts and listening to other motherfuckers basically tell you like, man, you ain't got to be no street nigga. You know what I'm saying? You could be a lame, but you going to be a lame and you going to be out of jail. You going to be a lame with a job, with a check. You know what I'm saying? We ain't know none of that shit. We was watching what Brolin was doing. That's what the fuck we wanted to do. And we ain't see nothing else but that.
Do you feel like the average kid in Chicago is less intrigued by the streets now than they were before because they have access to YouTube and all this shit that kind of...
I think they is. My mama got one son that decided, man, fuck all that. I ain't doing what y'all doing, nigga. He finna be a nurse.
So I'm assuming your mom moved out of O Block and
Hell yeah, my mama been going out of O Block. We got put out in 2005 for me making the bombs and throwing through people's windows and shit.
Oh shit, they kicked you out for that.
Yeah, hell yeah. They kicked us out. They told her it's either I was going to jail or she was gonna have to leave. You know what I'm saying? That's my mama. She like,
so that's when Wooski ended up on STL?
We moved down on 72nd and Vernon.
All right,
that's when he really started. Tuka really come from off 71st. You know what I'm saying? That's where he was hanging at first. Everybody talking about St. Lawrence. He was down there on 71st. You know what I'm saying? They used to play basketball up at the park and shit on King Drive and shit like that. Right. He ain't got up there.
Why you think Wooski's such a loose screw though? Cause like all the documentaries made about him and shit. Like,
no, he see, people don't understand. You know what I'm saying? It's like, Lil Bro been like that since he was little. This ain't something that he seen somebody doing, decided to start doing it. That's the difference between him and a lot of other niggas. he didn't do it. He ain't started doing this shit just because he thought it was cool. He thought about getting a name and shit like that. My little brother literally been fucked up since he was a shorty. Like mentally. You know what I'm saying? Like mentally, like little bro been fucked up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like he will chase you all day. If you hit him, he will chase you all day until he got that lick back. I don't give no fuck how fast you ran, how far you ran, none of that. He wanted his lick back. My little brother Wooski put his hands on him. He chased him all day with a brick. My little brother run through the door. It's a glass door. Wooski throw the brick through the window. He been like that, bro. This ain't something that he wanted to do. This something that's little bro mind was fucked up since he was a shorty, man.
But this wasn't nothing you was teaching him because you kind of like said that you was kind of showing Von the ropes. Wooski, on the other hand, he just was picking that shit up on his own.
He was doing his thing, but he was learning, but he was doing his thing at the same time. Like he always had his own mind. Like you could be like, I'm about to go do this. He'd be like, man, I'm finna go over here. I'm about to go steal his gun from Woo Out the Bam or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like he always was by himself sometime. Like you would see him and you'd be like, man, what the fuck is you doing? Like I had to punch him up so many times when he was little. But he want his leg back, bro. So I gotta let him beat me up, you know what I'm saying, when he was little. I gotta let him get his few licks in. So he gonna stop crying and he gonna leave you alone. It's over with after that. You know what I'm saying? It was like that because people kept fucking with him when he was little, bro. Once they found out that they can hit him and dip and take off running and he gonna be chasing them all day, people felt like that shit was fun. They felt like it was fucking fun to slap this man upside his head and take off running knowing he finna chase you all day because he want his lick back.
So they kind of like created a monster?
They did that shit.
Right.
That's what they not understanding. Y'all did that shit, bro.
And these are old black people who was like slapping him around
Yes.
and doing shit?
Since when he was little. Then when he grew up and he started beating their ass, he started smacking motherfuckers with bike chains, hitting people with hammers and bats and all this shit. Now it's all, man, Wooski crazy, man. Get your brother. Y'all did that shit. Y'all shouldn't have never been fucking with him.
Is the lore about Wooski exaggerated, or was he really like that during his prime?
Like what you mean about?
You know, like in terms of
A demon?
taking care of business,
Taking
yeah.
care of business? I wouldn't really know nothing about that. I've been locked up. You feel me? I know when I was out, before I got locked up the first time, like the 12-year-old Wooski. You know what I'm saying? And then when I got out, the 16-year-old Wooski. Like anything after that or between that, I don't know nothing about.
The lawyer has it that, and this is this has been on YouTube through a lot of documentaries and shit. They say that the reason King Von turned into a savage because King Von was at the store, or White. They was like, I think him and White was at the store.
And White got killed.
And White got killed. And the rumor has it that 50 shots and Wooski came through blown or shit. Maybe, and that's how King Von turned into a savage. Just really jumped off the porch after he seen White get killed. And they say that Wooski and 50 shots was outside or some shit. That's why. That's where the hatred between Von and Wooski came from.
I think so. I don't know. I was locked up for that too.
Yeah.
I think White got killed in like what, 2012?
And one of the songs he said, "Why do you got killed?" I seen it. I don't know what year it was.
I think it was like 2012.
Early on the.
Yeah, I think White got killed in 2012. I was booked. You feel me? So a lot of this shit I didn't know about. All I knew is that White got shot like somewhere like in the back or some shit like that. Somewhere, you know what I'm saying, where it hit a main artery, he went into shock and shit. And the situation that happened, like the security guards put them out, made them leave off the block. You know what I'm saying? And as they was coming up off the block, they was coming around the Walgreens way, and a motherfucker got to shoot. Get locked up on the case with me and bro, and find out that it was 50 shot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that man was getting his ass beat all the time. Everybody was taking off on him because it was, you know what I'm saying? That was White. You know what I'm saying? White was a cool little nigga.
So yeah, break down for the people who don't know who White is. Like, what was he like in O Block and shit to y'all?
Man, White, fat ass, Tony Dunn. Nah, White was cool as hell, man. White, he was a finesser though. Like White, he'll go smoke his blunt by himself, and then come to you and try to get you to smoke yours with him, or he'll be lying. You would be right there. You like, man, match me. He like, man, I ain't got nothing right now. You would smoke your shit with him. Then you will go around the corner and see him on the porch. He smoking his shit. On some straight grimy ass, shiesty ass shit, bro. But he was cool as hell, man. White was cool as hell, bro. White really ain't turned into no demon until 2009 when I got booked. White was really just the one. He just want to hustle. He want some money for he can smoke. You know what I'm saying? He want to chill at little females' crib, finesse them out they bread for he can smoke. You know what I'm saying? That really was White life. White liked to smoke. You feel me? He go smoke that weed, go up to his mama house, chill, he go eat, go come back down, hee ha ha, goofy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what White was. The White that turned into the demon, I don't know him.
Yeah.
You feel me? I don't know him. Cause that one never White.
White got killed before Odie?
I believe so.
All right, so you agree with, because in one of the songs, King Von, like he says, why do you got killed? I seen it. I was right there. Still can't believe it turned me to a demon. You feel like that was the start of King Von turning into this new person that he became?
It's the cause of a lot of people. His was just worse.
Now, how come y'all ain't named the hood after White? Y'all named it after OD?
I don't know. Like I said, I was booked doing all this shit.
Yeah.
But on some real shit, OD had more love than White in the hood. You feel me? Everybody fucked with White now.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but OD just had more love in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But he wasn't the first L y'all, like, loss y'all took? White was, or?
now, our first loss was Reezy, Rah. You know what I'm saying? Rah and Keita was our first losses in our hood. But Keita ain't died from no bullet wounds or nothing like that.
How did Keita die? Because I hear she got name dropped in Wooski's song, and Wooski said that they ran over in a car.
Man, that's a fucking lie. The whole time, it was, some type of heart complications. You know what I'm saying? She died from a natural cause. Ain't nobody did shit to that girl. You feel me?
But she was like one of the looking out for y'all and shit back in the day. Cause
Yeah,
Jay Money used to big her up all the time.
Cause she was one of the ones that'd get on our ass, like. But she was cool at the same time. Like, she'd be like, y'all need to get the fuck from right here before they come through this motherfucking shooting. I ain't get shot today. Like, you know what I'm saying? She was one of those type of people with shit. Like, she was aggressive at the same time too, and she'll beat your ass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But she was really like glued to the block. You know what I'm saying? Everybody seen Keita, you seen her smile and shit like that. Sometimes you see her storming through that bitch, look like it's smoke coming out of motherfucking ears, cause she finna beat the fuck out somebody. You know what I'm saying? That was a loss, and then Rah was a loss too. Like, them was like, before that, we weren't losing nobody.
Yeah.
We weren't losing nobody. And then I got locked up and Keita died, and then Rah died, and then it created a cycle. You know what I'm saying? Sherrod, OD, White, Tune.
So how long you was out of jail where you and Von really started to build y'all bond? Because it seemed like you was locked up for
I was only out. Shit, the same amount of time he was out. We got out around the same time. I just got out, I think, a month before him. So I was out like, I want to say 5.5, 6 months. He was only out like 5 months, probably 4.5 months.
So on the street, how many years on the street you and Von had together to really kick in and like really?
We really ain't had no years. It's like, of course, yeah, I've been around him and shit. You know what I'm saying, in the hood and shit like that. But as far as like, you know what I'm saying, kicking it, all that happened in 2014. You feel me? We really started kicking it because we seen who the demons was. Like, we knew, like, who was, you know what I'm saying, not scared out around this bitch. And we was doing all this shit on parole.
Yeah.
You feel me?
So you guys both get out around the same time, and then you sort of are realizing that a lot has changed and that this environment is a lot more dangerous now. And so he just kind of stuck out to you as like a kindred spirit. Like, you had a lot in common in terms of how you dealt with shit.
Oh, yeah, I could rock with him. A lot of the other shorties, they too eager. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was doing his own thing. He had his own little clout. Feel me? Like, everybody knew who he was.
And T-Roy too at the time.
Hell yeah. But T-Roy was a different level of demon, though. Like, you can't compare them.
Break that down. Why do you say that?
Because T-Roy was bigger. He just ain't had a name.
Yeah.
He ain't had a fame. T-Roy been doing that shit.
So T-Roy jumped off the porch before Von. That's what you saying?
Hell yeah, for sure.
And what was your relationship with T-Roy at the time? Did you know him or?
T-Roy, when we was calling him Troy, and he switched his name to T-Roy, Mr. James Jackson. You feel me? I've been knowing since he was a shorty. I know all his people. I grew up around his people. His brother, Slutty. You know what I'm saying? HK. Feel me? His auntie and them, all of them. Feel me? I grew up around them, so, and they some of the originals from the block. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody grew up together. They whole family in there. Like, they got the biggest family in there. You know what I'm saying? That just, they family, and then, like, the Wade family, but they ain't my family. They just got their last name, Wade, but that's another big-ass family that's from over there.
Who you know from the Wade family?
Like Keontae Wade. You know Big A is a Wade.
All right, Big A, all right, for
You
sure.
know what I'm saying? Like, that's their family. You know what I'm saying? All of them, they Wades.
So then why did T-Roy turn into this savage thing? Because, like, all right, King Von, the white shit, who was T-Roy hanging around?
No, I think T-Roy just might have just had it in him. I think T-Roy just might have just had it in him because I don't think we ever took a traumatic experience while he was already doing this thing. Like, he was always the demon you didn't see. You know what I'm saying? Until he was up on you. Because he's so fucking little, you turn around thinking there's somebody tall and the nigga down here. You know what I'm saying? That's why he was able to demonize himself like that though, because he was small with it, bro.
It's got to be crazy to see people go from like children to being capable of those kind of things, because it's like normally you don't get to see both sides of it.
Right. Yeah, that's definitely true. Like, you was just watching him when he was little. Like, you never expected this. You know what I'm saying? I be seeing the little fucking things they be making on YouTube and shit. Talk about how many bodies T-Roy got and all this type of shit. Like,
They be saying they like the Slash Bros. They said Von got like 11, T-Roy got like 12, 13.
I mean, it's cap on that, but
it's little.
they around there though.
Yeah.
They around there.
So you feel like the documentaries that they be making about T-Roy and Von, they really ain't that exaggerated.
If you talk to some people that's gonna keep it 100 with you from the hoods, from our hood and shit, that's gonna keep it 100 with you and not be biased just to keep this big ass name people trying to hold on to up.
Yeah.
A motherfucker will tell you the truth, like, no. You know what I'm saying? Like, I watch a lot of interviews, you know what I'm saying? I be peeping a lot of shit. A lot of people be lying. And they be lying about shit that I know about personally, so I know you lying. You feel me? Like, you getting up here just putting on the show for a motherfucker, but you lying and got the fans really thinking this what happened. Didn't you listen to Woo Out the Band, man? He told you that's what happened. I could say anything on this motherfucking microphone. The fans gonna believe me.
Yeah.
They already believe a nigga named Lil B shot me in my face. I ain't never been shot before in my life, bro.
Lil B was one of the ones from EBT or STL that was hanging around Wooski.
He really was from TYB, but you know what I'm saying? He got the beefing with dude and them. And he went to Gyro City and STL and all them blocks.
They be calling him like they version of King Von and shit. Like
He was that. You know what I'm saying? He was that. I give him his props. You know what I'm saying?
Any scenarios where you was like, yeah, bro, putting in work, like you seen it or you just heard?
No, I ain't never even ran into Lil B.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing. I never ran into him personally. He really started popping while I was booked. You know what I'm saying? He really started popping while I was booked. And they say he was the one supposed to did that to J Money.
Yeah, they said that he set up J Money with a chick or some shit. The chick set him up.
Yeah, name Smoking.
Yeah, and then she I guess they was both fucking with the same chick, and then he kind of like used her to backdoor him. Something like that.
Damn now.
Where the chick from? She from O Block?
She definitely used to be in our hood with us all the time. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't necessarily say she was from O Block, but she definitely used to be in our hood all the time. You know what I'm saying? We grew up with her, so you might as well say, yeah, she was from Parkway. You feel me?
J Money got a lot of love too. Where did that come from? Because they say J Money was one of the ones stepping on shit and doing a lot of.
J Money got his love from just who he was too. You know what I'm saying? He was a funny ass nigga. He was gonna take up for you. You know what I'm saying? J Money always gonna take up for you. He see a motherfucker fucking with you, he go, man, nah man, you ain't finna do that. You know what I'm saying? Fight me. You know what I'm saying? No, you ain't finna fight, bro. Fight me. Type shit. Like J Money just was a cool ass nigga though. Like he was just chill. Feel me? But he'd turn up on your ass. He got that look. Like he out of everybody, he got that most like demonized look. When he get mad, man, J Money look like something out this world. You know what I'm saying? When them eyes squint and then, you know, his shit started turning red, that man really look like the devil, like, and then that smirk. That's like the smirk the smirk T Roy got.
Yeah.
That's the devil. That's that smirk that nigga, you could get it. You know what I'm saying? Like that was that terrorizer smirk. Like, look how dude laugh. You know what I'm saying? That's how motherfuckers. But J Money was cool as hell. T Roy always been cool as hell, funny as hell. Everybody was just some cool ass niggas till they weren't cool no more. Until shit started changing, people started dying. Motherfuckers wanted certain things out of life. Like, nigga, I want a nice car. I want some chains and shit. You know what I'm saying?
You mentioned Big A. You said because y'all share the same last name, but you're not family members and shit. What was y'all relationship?
Me and Big A was cool as hell. I was the day I got caught on my case, I was with Big A.
Which case? The
armed robbery.
The armed robbery.
I was with Big A and shit. I had took off running when it ran up on the roof. Got the shit beat out of me up there and shit.
The cops got you and beat your ass?
Man, they beat the fuck out of me up there. Ain't no cameras or nothing up there. So they was mad. You know what I'm saying? Then I had slung the gun off the roof and shit, so they was extra blue. Feel me?
Where was the armed robbery at? Like, what was it?
It was on the block.
It was a person?
Yeah, it was on the block. It was he wasn't undercover, but off-duty state trooper.
Y'all robbed, well...
We didn't know he was no fucking state trooper.
You thought it was just a random dude?
Yeah.
And what were you even taking from him? Just whatever?
He was out there at 3-something in the morning. This how we was able to get lesser time anyway. You out here at 3-something in the morning trying to link up with a female. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody know you know state trooper. We just looking for a lick. And you presented yourself as the lick. So we robbed him. You know what I'm saying? We didn't get shit but a few $100.
But so he was doing something that he should have been embarrassed about doing in the first place.
He wasn't supposed to be
He probably got a wife and kid at home, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's when, you know, in court system and shit, you know, we was going back and forth. Like, man, what was he doing over there? You know what I'm saying? He was over there trying to buy drugs and shit, you know what I'm saying? They was like, man, y'all some shorties anyway. You go do this, you go do that.
Damn. That's crazy.
And you said Big A was with you that night and y'all had ran? Big A got beat up by the cops too or what?
No, when I ran toward the building, Big A had stopped. They was chasing me because they actually seen me with the gun.
Yeah.
So they really ain't need to do nothing to him. It was my other rappy. My rapper that was on my case, Lil Will. He ran into the building, but I ran on the other side and ran up to the 8th floor. That's where the latch at to get on the roof. So I went up on the roof and shit. And, sat up there for a little bit. Then when I heard them trying to get up there and shit, because I had put the stick through the holes before they couldn't open it. But they ended up breaking the stick anyway. But I threw the gun off the roof. As soon as I threw the gun off the roof, they came up, they tackled me and shit. Somebody was going to throw me off the roof. And
yeah.
They was punching on me, slapping on me, all type of shit, man. Kicking me in the face. They beat my ass, man.
So Big A was one of the ones too though? Like,
oh yeah, Big A definitely was one of the ones. Big A, he's sneaky though. You know what I'm saying? Big A one of them motherfuckers, he didn't want you to know what he was doing.
I ain't gonna say that because, all right, I think Big A did a Zach TV, and on the Zach TV interview, he was giving himself away because he kept saying he was smoking on KI. Like, he kept showing the weed. And then all the documentaries started coming saying that he was one of the ones that said King Von and Big A was the ones to go slide when Butter got shot and KI got killed. But he was like mocking KI all the time, like, you know what I'm saying? Saying he's smoking on Jakara and all that type of shit. So he was kind of
They
like,
really did that because
talking.
of what she did, bro.
but with the OD shit?
Yeah, she throwing shit on the internet. She kept doing it. It was like she was toning it. You know what I'm saying? She was getting under people's skin when people really knew that little girl ain't had nothing to do with that shit.
How'd she get his revolver then? Because when OD, all right, so OD Perry had a picture of a revolver, and I guess after he got killed, the same gun that he had, she used to post a whole bunch of pictures with that same gun. So that's why she kind of got.
That's a 357, and it is not the same gun, bro. See, the internet, y'all fucking it up. It's not the same gun, bro. That's a 357. Anybody can get that 357. It was a known gun in the hood around the time. It was the gun that bro had. She did not get that gun, man.
But you see her posting it while everybody was thinking that was the same.
Because she was taunting. She knew what she was doing. She was getting the clout. That's how she got up there. She used bro name to get up there. She didn't kill him, man. There's niggas in the hood that know for sure who killed, you know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But motherfuckers knew that she didn't do it. You know what I'm saying?
So you think when Butta is bragging on DJ Vlad like a month or two ago about how KI created O Block and whatnot, you think that he knows that that's not true? He's just...
I think he do. I think he just bigging his sister up. That's his sister. You know what I'm saying? She got a name. He want to keep her name alive. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't want people to know the truth. You feel me? Or shit, he could just be steady saying that it's her to keep the heat off of another motherfucker. You feel me? But niggas know that little girl ain't killed, bro.
I mean, but if she's still with him, like, I don't give her a credit. Like, I mean, she rode with the person who did it.
Hell
like,
no, you ain't do shit. You was a female, you was sitting by, you know what I'm saying? You didn't squeeze no trigger or none of that. It's easy for me to be with you and you didn't just whack the nigga. I ain't whack him. I ain't getting no recognition off of that.
But niggas still gonna want to kill you because they know you in the car.
Hell yeah, they gonna want to kill you.
Yeah.
But then nobody never want to do nothing to her until she started posting all that stuff on Instagram, bro. Twitter, all of that type of stuff. Ain't nobody want nothing to do nothing to that girl.
So that's why Vaughn and Big A was really on her ass because of all the taunting shit that she was doing.
You know, you playing. You know what I'm saying? This shit is for real. Like, you a female, but a motherfucker got to take you serious because you really like that. You know what I'm saying? You a female, but you really like that, though. So a motherfucker got to take you serious.
But you giving her some credit saying she really liked that.
I am giving her credit. I'm just saying what they talk about she did to bro. It's not true. It's false information, my nigga.
But why you say she really liked that then?
Because I done seen her do shit myself.
All right, for
she
sure.
done got her to shootouts in front of my mama crib. My mama, you know what I'm saying, looked at this little girl as a daughter. Like, I know her.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, I done been around her. She done been in my crib. You know what I'm saying? She done did shit. I done watched her get into a shootout in front of my crib. You know what I'm saying? That's how I know she was like that. But I know she ain't do that to bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. I should just how everybody like all y'all like all grew up together and then I guess niggas just pick sides and shit.
See, a lot of them I was always seeing because of Lil Bro. Lil Bro had them over at the crib. I'm at the crib. You feel me?
So K.I. come to your crib and
Yeah, she'll be enough.
who from STL was coming over to O Block before like it was like a thing? Like who you was kicking it with?
STL?
Or EBT, STL 63rd. Like was FBG Young and Dutchy popping up with Wooski?
I ain't know. I mean, I seen Young and Dutchy at my mama crib before. You feel me? Other than that, like on a block or something like that, I ain't never seen Young and Dutchy. But like at my mama crib, when we was staying on Champlain and shit like that, I used to see them and shit.
And
I'll come out the room and see their ass in the crib. You feel me? But that's Lil Bro, that's his people. That's the same way.
At that time, was there anything where you're like, I don't want them niggas over here, or it was kind of cool at the time?
Hell no. I never came at Lil Bro like that.
But it was like smoke during that time, and he had them niggas in the crib knowing it's some shit.
Hell yeah, he ain't get no fuck about that. Just like when I used to bring bro them over there, I ain't get no fuck about it.
So who you'll bring over there and the Wooski will be seeing, and he like, I don't
I
want that
used to
nigga.
bring my homie DP, A1 over there. My homie Booby done been over my crib before. C Murder done been in that crib before while Wooski was in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Niggas that been in there.
And that's the same C-Murder that just got locked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, me and bro was down there best friends. You ain't see the picture surface on the internet? We was wild.
How old, what's the age differences? I thought he was younger.
Hell no, me and C Murder is the exact same age.
Oh, word. So how did you feel when he got booked for the killing of FBG Duck?
It was crazy because I ain't even want bro to go out like that. You know what I'm saying? Bro got all them kids, like, feel me? It's like straight crash out. It's like, it's a crash out. It's just me being honest, it's a crash out. Like, I love bro to death. Even with all the shit that was going on, like, I still used to talk to bro. You feel me? But it's like I just said on DJU, like, y'all just threw y'all life away. And the only thing y'all getting out of that is a whole bunch of bloggers blogging about y'all on the fucking internet and prison. That's all that y'all got from that, out of that situation. You feel me? Some people might look at it like, yeah, he took out Duck. You know what I'm saying? They took out Duck. When you look at it, though, who the fuck Duck ever killed that was from our block?
I mean, all right, so if Duck being a rapper and he's the one that making the money and shit, maybe the money that he's making is like buying the guns and shit for other niggas.
I know what it was. They hated how Duck put that music together.
So
When he put the music together, you know what I'm saying? And the money too, you right. You know what I'm saying? It's the money too. So we take off the head, where their money gonna come from?
Yeah.
And Vaughn had helped to make him like the default villain of the other side, you know? So it's like, to the general public, Duck dying was a massive W for O-Block, right?
That's how they look at it, yeah. That's definitely how they look at it, like, okay, you know what I'm saying? We got dude, where they money at now? You know what I'm saying? Where they gonna get their money from now?
And he's the only one with motion musically as well.
You know what I'm
he's
saying?
the only one who could have became like a bigger star realistically.
Then they looking at Lil Bro like he's slow, so they saying he over with. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, a lot of them niggas ain't on the scene no more. I mean, Butter, I don't know if he consider himself FBG no more, but Butter out here getting some money and shit like that. But I don't know if he playing no get back games.
Yeah. Cause they be saying that the Dead Bitches song, like I think even Boosie said it. Boosie went on Vlad one time and he was saying that I told Duck not to make that song. Like he shouldn't have put that song out. Even though it's probably more than just a song, but like what you thought when you heard about the Dead Bitches song where he really was
It's
dissing?
just some disrespectful shit. You feel me? Like Lil Bro's song, that was disrespectful as fuck.
I think he got one of the most disrespectful
saying?
songs to come out of the drill shit. Wooski Computers.
I think that is the most disrespectful song.
I would give it top 1 too. I ain't gonna lie.
You know, I think that's number one. And it was like when I heard it, I was pissed.
Cause you locked up at the time.
Yeah, I was
Wooski come with the
pissed.
computer song, dissing everybody. He over dissing everybody. He literally dissed like mad people in that shit. How did that affect you in jail? Cause I know niggas looking at you like this your brother.
That's your fucking brother, boy.
Exactly. So what was it? What was
I
that
heard
day like?
about the song. I had called, you know, one of the guys from the jail and shit. And he was like, "Bro, I ain't even gonna lie. Your brother this time, he went overboard, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. He did too much. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what? They like, man, he dropped a song called Computers. And that motherfucker going crazy. So I didn't even hear the full song. Do you know I ain't never hear that full song until I just got out?
Oh, word, that's crazy.
Never heard that full song until I just got out.
And why is that? You didn't have access to like hear the shit?
No, I was doing I listened to it over the phone, but when I started hearing certain shit, I used to just be like, man, no, I can't listen to that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Especially when, you feel me? I felt like, you know what I'm saying? This my brother, but I ain't no bias ass nigga. I felt like he should have left Keita up out of that song. You know what I'm saying? Because she ain't had nothing to do with none of the beef that we had going on the streets. Feel me? So I feel like he should have left her out of the song, you feel me? But everything else, he definitely bogus for all that shit. But, I mean, I couldn't do shit about it. It's out of my hands. I can't do shit about it. Feel me? What I'm supposed to do? Whoop my brother ass? Kill my brother?
But you locked up at the time, so was there any like niggas wanting to fight you and shit for what your brother's saying or any of that?
Didn't nobody want to fight me in jail, bro.
Yeah.
Didn't nobody want to play with me in jail, man. I was unpredictable, and I fought, and I can fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, People, they'll play with me over the internet, but in person, like ain't nobody never played with me. Like in jail, none of that shit. I've been fighting since I was little, bro. Like I will fight.
How many years you spent in jail in total?
At least 15.
Damn. All right, because the first bid was the armed robbery.
And then the second one was the
What about, all right, so
it was aggravated battery with a firearm.
and that, all right, so because you got out of jail in 2014, or when did you get out of jail?
2014. January 30th, 2014, got right back locked up.
In May. Nah, in July.
June. No,
or something
July.
like that. All right,
July. Yeah, you're right.
Because you and King Von caught the case in May.
That's when they had put the the little shit out, but I ain't go in until, let me see, 2000.
Or it happened in May, but you got charged in like July, like a couple months after it happened or whatever.
July 22nd is when I got officially charged.
So you was out for about 6 months.
Yeah, I'm going off my I still remember the fucking number, 2014-07-22265. You feel me?
All right, so what they say is, they say that you and King Von was at a party. Some nigga was in there, Malcolm Stuckey. He was at a party, and some other dudes was at a party. Y'all niggas left the party, and then y'all came back. Malcolm ended up getting shot, and you got booked for it. They said you and King Von got charged with the murder of Malcolm. That's what happened?
A lot of people is giving out false information. I was never at the party, my nigga, to begin with.
They said King Von came and got you.
I came and got. You feel me? I came and got. And then I went back to the party.
All right, so what's the call like? King Von telling you some niggas at the party he ain't fucking with?
Yeah, it's like look, I need to come grab you real quick. Niggas over here playing with me, mugging me and shit. We out the bound,
Who was really at the party that King Von wasn't fucking with? Like, where y'all know them niggas from?
They ops.
They like STL?
No. They off shields and shit. One of them's gyro, one of them off shields.
All right, so y'all at a random party, and then y'all end up running in. Who was King Von at the party initially with? Like, who was he? He was by himself?
Nah, he was with one of his sisters. And the nigga CJ. And another nigga named Lil Josh.
The thing that I always thought was interesting about it is that for somebody like Vaughn, he could leave the party, but he can't like leave the party and stay gone. He got to leave the party and then come back to handle the fact that he felt disrespected by anybody there.
Sometimes that's how that shit go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People look at it like he came and got me. He came and got me for a reason.
That just tells you how much pride he had as a person, though, because that proves that he could have just left. He could have gone home, probably never would have heard about it.
Everybody can walk away, you feel me? It's always about pride when you a street nigga. Because I don't want you to go back and tell nobody that you bitch me at a party. You hold me at a party. You had me nervous to the point where you made me leave. I don't want you walking around talking about that because it's going to get everywhere.
So what was the call like? Like, was they bitching him out at the party where he like, I got to come back?
They weren't bitching them out. They were just, staring at them and shit like they wanted to get on that.
All right, for sure. And then I guess y'all circled back and came, and then multiple people got shot, but one person did die, which was Malcolm Stuckey. And then...
But in the Trap Lord Ross video, he points out that Vaughn never really mentioned his name in some of the trolling that he would go on to do about some of the other people that he was connected to, which makes people feel like he maybe had some remorse about how that situation went down and didn't want to talk about it like the way he might have talked about some other situations.
That's because dude was innocent, man.
That's
right. That's what they suspect. Yeah.
Even the most hardened killers gonna have some type of heart. You feel me? Dude was an innocent bystander. He ain't had shit to do with none of that shit that was going on. So a motherfucker gonna feel some type of way about that. I don't give no fuck who you is, unless you just real cold-blooded, like. But you care about motherfuckers, you care about your peoples, and you knowing, like, you know what I'm saying, them other niggas, fuck them. But you know what I'm saying?
He innocent.
Had nothing to do with that shit.
Innocent to the point as in he not even from that hood, or he from that hood, but he just wasn't on shit.
He was just one of them niggas that used to come around. He had a job, he was going to school and everything. You know what I'm saying? He was just one of them niggas that used to come around. Bro.
Yeah.
And shit, he got caught up in some shit that ain't had nothing to do with him.
And then like 2 other people got shot that night as well, and they survived.
Yeah, I think Lil Tim, he lived, and Lil Malk, he lived too.
And then a girl ended up snitching on you, or she. All right, so you got a phone call from a chick that you was messing around with, and she was at the police station, and she had you on speakerphone trying to really set you up and line you up.
Yeah.
And that's how you got implicated in everything?
Yeah, because ain't nobody know nothing about me. They ain't know who I was or none of that. The whole situation came from her giving Lil Tim her phone number.
This is after the fact.
No, this is before anything happened. When they was at that party, she gave Lil Tim her phone number. So when the police was questioning him and shit, he was like, man, I was here with my girl, we out the bam. That's how, you know what I'm saying? I met this little chick here. That's what created the chain reaction. And that's how I got brought up into it, because they like, man, who you was with? And she said my name and shit. And then they had her to call me to see what I was gonna say and shit. But I knew what was going on. You feel me? Like, she telling me they got surveillance of me leaving the crime scene and shit like that. Like my face, my actual face and shit. Like they got surveillance type shit. I'm just like, shit, they ain't got no surveillance on me because I went over there. I don't know what you talking about. You know what I'm saying? But she kept on trying to say shit that's going to, try to get me to
incriminate
you know
yourself.
What I'm saying? Say something. And then when we got off the phone, she called me back again, but she called me back from a different number this time. And this time, she the one told me, you know what I'm saying? Even though I knew, she told me though. She was like, they just had me in the station, you know what I'm saying? They was listening to the phone call. They tried to get me to get you to say that you was there and shit like that. We were out the bound.
In that second phone call, she's still with the police though, right?
No. She was.
Oh, so she was just keeping it real with you.
Yeah, she was trying to keep it real now. Like, look, they were just trying to get me to get you to, you know what I'm saying, say you was there or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But I was still trying to put the pieces together on how the fuck they even knew my name or anything.
And at the time, who's this girl to you?
I was fucking with her. She was a little bitch I was fucking with.
So you was fucking with her before Lil Tim was?
Yeah. She was a hoe. Everybody was fucking with her.
But were you really disappointed that she would make that phone call for the police? Because she didn't really have to do that, right?
I kind of didn't, because she a woman. Like, they be putting pressure on women, like anything involving kids or anything like that. Like, they know how to mix that shit up with them women. You know what I'm saying? You got some strong women out there that's going to be like, man, fuck you, suck my dick.
But it's a minority.
You feel me?
Even dudes. I mean, dudes tell all the fucking time,
you know what I'm saying?
In that situation. But
I ain't even feel no type of way about it at first. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew what was going on. I knew they had what they was on with us type shit. You know what I'm saying? And her mama was kind of an important person. You feel me? So she had to, I guess she felt like she had to make that shit right. Like,
so when Von called you though and kind of like gave you an incentive, like, all right, I am gonna pull up because y'all fucking with the same bitch at the time. You and Lil Tim.
Oh, that ain't the reason I pulled up though.
Oh, all right, for sure.
I pulled up because this my homie. He need my help.
Yeah.
This ain't got nothing to do with no bitch.
All right, for sure.
Hell no. This my homie. He need my help.
it was a no questions asked type of thing. Like, you were just, Vaughn told you he needed you. You were there.
That's how it always is on the block if you really with that shit. You feel me? Is you my homie, you call me up like, hey, look, all right, here I come right now.
T-Roy locked up at the time because they said King Von and T-Roy was usually back-to-back sliding and shit.
But then when T-Roy had got out, they had put him on the house arrest band and shit.
Oh, so he was out just on the band. So
yeah, he was out to stay in the crib and shit. He had bonded out and shit.
All right. So then you and Von both get charged. Who get arrested first? How did
he was already booked on what was that? A pistol case?
Yeah.
But a female took the charge or some shit like that.
Mena?
Yeah, he was already booked on that. And then I got booked afterwards. I got booked. They came and got me, I think, in June. I don't even fucking remember when they came and got me. I just know the day I went to the county.
But it was a while later.
Yeah, it was like
2 months, 3 months.
Like 2-3 months after.
Yeah.
You feel me? And shit, they told me what was going on and shit. Gave me like basically the rundown, the scoop or whatever was going on and shit like that. And I had already knew anyway, because nobody know who I am. Nobody. You know what I'm saying? And it was like how my name steady popping up in that shit. Like, well, how is my name steady coming up in it? Dude, mama ain't know me. How the fuck she know my name? How she found out my name?
How you think she found out? Oh, girl, right?
Hell yeah. Motherfucker started telling them my name, started telling them that trying to get me to be the one who was the shooter and all of that.
How she know, though? Like, how was she even able to put your name in there? She just assumed?
Who, the bitch?
Yeah.
She was there.
She rolled with y'all?
Yeah.
She rode with you and King Von back to the
Yes.
party? Oh, well, yeah. So the chick that was in the car with y'all
That's why she was able to put the phone call together where she tried to get, you know what I'm saying, get me to admit the shit over the phone.
For sure.
She drove back with us. They gave her immunity to get on the stand and say that shit.
Why was y'all sliding around with a female knowing that it could even...
Dumb niggas.
Yeah.
Dumb niggas, bro. We feeling like shit, you know, well, I really ain't know her like that. That was his people.
Yeah.
You feel me? I came home and, you know what I'm saying, she wanted to start fucking with me, so I started fucking with her and shit. But that was his people. You feel me? I ain't know nothing about Shorty, I just knew her name. You know what I'm saying? And knew that she was a dick eater.
So she told on you and you got charged before King Von got charged.
Right.
And then how did King Von then, because they say that you told on King Von in the interrogation video.
I did. What I did was I felt like I did to get me up out the jam that everybody else was putting me in.
There's two scenarios. They said, all right. They said that in the interrogation video, you kind of implicated Von.
Right.
What did you say in the interrogate? Because there's two, the appeal and then there's the interrogation video.
And then there's more shit too. It's shit that ain't even in that shit. The only reason why you see what you see in that appeal is because that's what I put in there. You feel me? That ain't everything.
So what you told them in the interrogation video or in the interrogation room is what got Von charged on the murder?
No, he was getting charged regardless. I didn't get him charged.
Yeah.
He was getting charged regardless from what she said and what the other people said at the party.
But what did you say that they considered snitching? Because everybody started trying to say you was a snitch from the interrogation
They always
shit.
gonna say you a snitch when you in there telling them people something that you really ain't supposed to be telling them. You feel me? What I'm telling them people is what I'm trying to get up out them jam. Them niggas shot at me first. You know what I'm saying? I was out there, I was shooting. You feel me? Basically, I'm trying to plead a self-defense fee, a self-defense, and trying to get up out the situation all together, especially now that I know, like, how you know my name, how you know my name, how you know my name, and why is everybody saying it was me?
Yeah.
Like, why is y'all... So I already knew what was going on. Y'all trying to get him off the hook, put me on the hook. But at the same time, like, when we went in, I could have been home, bro. Like, I could have been home. Like, if I would have just stuck to what I was doing, bro, I could have been home. I ain't had to get on the stand or nothing, bro. I would have been home.
So in the interrogation room, you told them, you never implicated Von's name, you was just telling them that you did it?
No, I did say his name. I did say he was with me.
So you said you and Von went in, but you said y'all shot in self-defense. That's what she was telling them.
No, I said I did.
Yeah.
I ain't say he shot no motherfucker body.
But you just, by telling him he was with you, you kind of just put him in it.
Right. That's considered snitching. You feel me? That's considered snitching.
And why did you even say his name? Because they didn't have his name at first, did they?
Who?
They had him because old girl, or they had him because you said
Man, they had him because of all them. The dude, mama, everybody, his homies, them that from his old block Killer Ward. I didn't get him booked, my nigga. Don't let the people fool you. I didn't get him booked.
Yeah.
All them people in that crib that said his name got him booked. Dude, mama got him booked. Who told them people, she told him before he left out her crib, don't bring no shit to my crib, bro. That's how he got booked. I ain't get that nigga booked.
So then in the appeal, what did you say about Von to...
The appeal was basically shit. Y'all don't know if I'm the one shot dude or if he shot dude.
Which is kind of like almost snitching on him because saying you making it seem like hey, it could have been him who shot.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
I ain't ducking it.
But was it something where the streets combined you saying you were with Von and you saying that you shot and the people kind of like took that and ran with it and took that as you telling on Vaughn?
See, the people ain't taking it around with it until he got out of jail. Until the fan shit started going on. You know what I'm saying? At first, it was still it still was what it was. You feel me? I'm trying to get up out this jam. You know what I'm saying? But the fame and shit brought him. You know what I'm saying? That's what brought it. Like everybody, like, oh fuck, dude. You know what I'm saying? He disloyal and shit like this. And that's another thing I want to talk about. Why he told is not about me. Why he told is not about me.
Do you think it's about anybody in particular?
Yes, I know who the fuck it's about because I figured it out. I found out.
But it's secret?
It's not a it's
Not a secret.
Is it P5? Who didn't?
He made the song about Trey 5.
Trey 5. All right. But you took credit for it. You said the song was about you.
Because they told me it was another motherfucker had told me it was about me. But when I started talking like to older motherfuckers from the block and shit like that, like who was reaching out to me like, man, look, bro, motherfucker just want to see you win. Like, but that song ain't about you, bro. Don't let motherfuckers make you think that song was about you.
So
this ain't something I took credit for because I wanted some fucking clout or something.
Yeah.
You think I want to take credit of a fucking song they talking about a snitch?
But in the interview, you did say that song was about you. And you said he killed the song too, so like you kind of like stamped it like even if it was because you was under the impression that the song was about you, but you still was like he killed the song like it's a good ass song.
He did kill a song. It was a good song, but if you pay attention to the shit he's saying in the song, you would know the song ain't about me.
So at first you even thought it was about you though.
Cause that's what they was telling me. They're like, man, you ain't hear that song that Vaughn made about you?
What bars do you feel like are clearly about somebody else?
Like, the dude got the OTF chain on. I ain't never been OTF a day before in my life. Never been OTF a day before in my life. And if he was gonna put a motherfucker, if he was gonna put a motherfucker and he was gonna make it seem like it's me, he's gonna put somebody in the video with dreads instead of putting him with a haircut.
That's the easiest.
And the same thing he talking about, I could have bonded you out. Vaughn ain't had no fucking money to bond me out, man. He didn't have no money, he didn't have no clout, he didn't have no fame. How was he gonna bond me out?
He could have just been rapping at that point.
No, he was talking about Trey 5. Because now he got money. I could have bonded you out. You could have stayed at my house. We could have figured it out. He talking to Trey 5, bro. That song is not about me.
Yeah, because that's the person that they said it was about Trey 5. And then when you started saying that it was about you, I'm like, oh damn, it could have been about you. So what did Trey 5 snitch on Vaughn about?
He didn't snitch on him. He didn't snitch on Vaughn.
Oh, he just told in general.
He told on a different situation, which made Vaughn look at it like, you know what I'm saying? You bogus.
So he's kind of like personalizing that experience though and making it like it was about him in the song.
Right. The song was never about me. When I found that out, I wasn't even finna say nothing about it. You feel me? Because I been found it out. Motherfuckers been reaching out to me and been told me. Like, bro, stop claiming that shit. He was not talking about you. Feel me? Everybody in the hood know who he talking about. It's surfacing there well. You feel me? The only reason why a motherfucker think he was talking about me now is because I actually admitted it because that's what I thought. That's what a motherfucker here told me. I don't know. I bet I was booked. He was out. But if you really pay attention, like, everybody know who he was talking about. Even the fans know who the fuck he was talking about.
Who was Trey 5 to you? He from O Block?
Yeah, that was one of my best friends.
And who did he snitch on?
They say he told on Lil Scud and McAdoo on the body that they had going on. McAdoo dead now, and Lil Scud got like 20-some years.
So that's why that's where the original Why He Told came. So when King Von got out of jail, where you guys, because I seen somewhere where you said you and King Von, like when he originally got out, y'all was still like in communication.
Still kicking it. Pictures, everything, bro. Still kicking it. Money, calling his phone, everything. Bro.
So he wasn't mad at you for what you did?
Man, hell no. It got to the point where, like I said in the interview before, you want to get to lil' bro, cut me out the equation. You cut me out the equation by telling everybody that I'm a snitch. Everybody think I'm a snitch. The hood don't respect me no more. Go get Wooski. You feel me? That's all that shit was about. They knew they couldn't touch him if I still had my status. You wasn't gonna be able to lay a hand on him if I still had my status. When I got that shit stripped, feel me? Well, in the streets, because in the jails, my shit was still stamped. Feel me?
Yeah.
But in the streets, it got stripped. So now everybody against Wooski now. Everybody woofing about Wooski now. Like, but I ain't getting no fuck though.
But a lot of times, like a rumor can be just as big as the truth, especially in somewhere like jail where it's like so hard to prove anything. So was it like a big conversation while you were locked up or no?
Nah, niggas always used to come to me and shit like, damn, what Von on? Like, he wasn't just on none of that shit when he was in here. Like, shit, I don't know. Like, I don't get no fuck. He out there, I'm in here. You feel me? I'm finna do this time. I got 28 years.
And you never really got to have a conversation with Von after that?
About that situation, no. About that situation, no. Like, he used to tell motherfuckers to tell me to call him and shit. But it's like calling them, like I know what that conversation will lead to. You know what I'm saying? It's always gonna lead back to my little brother and what's going on out there. Like, I don't give no fuck what you think about me. You know what I'm saying? What's going on with my little bro? And then niggas claiming shit they ain't had nothing to do with.
You felt like Von was taking credit for it too much by putting shit about him getting shot in the funeral on the songs?
You feel me? You claiming some shit you ain't had nothing to do with it. The fans think he had something to do with it because the day before Lil Bro got shot, they was on live and he told him, I got something special for you tomorrow.
And Trapler Ross like lays all that out and like has tweets from King Von like right after Wooski got shot in the head and stuff, and he kind of tries to make it make sense in terms of like, oh, this might have been Von making reference to this right afterwards.
No.
Everybody
know who did that shit. That's out in the streets. Everybody know who did it. But everybody want to always say that just because Von ain't pulled the trigger on me, he ain't had nothing to do with it.
That's the thing, though. Like, even if it was King Von, little homies doing it, I mean, ain't that still King Von sending niggas out to do some shit?
Shorty them from 800 is Lil Von Shorties?
Oh, I didn't know.
No.
So you saying there was some niggas from 800 who did that to Wooski?
Man, everybody know who did that to my brother. The whole streets know. The nigga who did that to him is Books.
He got charged for it?
No, he on some other shit that he ain't never coming home for. Just know that.
Right. So you say King Von was just taking credit for it, basically?
Yeah, of course he gonna take credit for it. Who wouldn't?
Because the video was, because that's why I assumed he had something to do with it, because he was on live with him, and then they said, I got something for you tomorrow, and then Wooski ended up getting shot in the head.
Right. But, okay, it could be a similar situation where Von told Wooski he was gonna die, and Wooski told Von, you going first. So that means Wooski had something to do with what happened to Von? No, it don't.
You were locked up when you found out about Wooski getting shot?
Yeah. I thought he was dead. I came out my cell, I used the phone. I called the old little chick he used to fuck with named Tree Tree. You know, she was still sending me money. You know, that was sus.
Yeah.
And she told me, she was like, you ain't heard? And then she just kept on saying, I'm so sorry. And I'm just like, what you trying to say? Hey, kill my brother? And she was like, no, but he in the coma. He got shot in the head. And it was like, it was over with after that. I fought a nigga in the child hall a couple days later and everything.
You fought somebody that you thought was connected to, or just a random taking the aggression out?
It wasn't no random taking the aggression out. He came up to the table while we were sitting at the table. He didn't know Wooski was my brother. And he was like, man, you heard about what happened to Wooski, bitch ass? They caught his ass, hit him in his shit. And they sent me over the edge, shit. And right before I took off on him, my homie Kills had told him, like, man, you don't know this folks' brother right here? And I took off on him, shit. I went to say it.
Yeah, damn. Who was the dude that you got in a fight with?
Shit, I don't know.
Oh, just a random nigga. It wasn't. Yeah,
I don't know.
For sure.
You know, it's Von got fans everywhere. You feel me? His fans everywhere. So everybody want to be on his dick, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Even the niggas that was in jail. So when Lil Bro got shot, you had the motherfuckers in jail that was acting crazy. Like, yeah, they didn't caught him and all of this and all of that. They finally got his ass type shit. You know what I'm saying?
How long you and Von, like, y'all was in jail together?
Yeah.
How long y'all was in jail?
Same decks and everything with each other.
Word. So what was Von like in jail? Like, he was on the same type of time and shit?
Yeah, he was on that. He was fighting all the time and shit.
Cause you see the videos that's leaking of him slipping out cuffs, fighting niggas and shit.
I slipped him out them cuffs.
Oh, that was you in the video?
Yes.
Yeah, all right, I think it was.
Yes.
All right, matter of fact, a video just leaked of your brother actually jumping over the gate to get in the fight with Black Gay Benzo.
For Fat Shawty.
Yeah, what was that?
That was in a whole different division. I wasn't in that division. We was in Supermax, Division 9. Lil Bro and them started over there in that division. But that was over some, Lil Bro just felt like, you know what I'm saying, shit, if I showed his homie, and a motherfucker playing with his homie, trying to play with his homie in front of the COs. Because as you can see, Benzo bust on him in front of a white shirt.
Yeah.
You feel me? And that's when Lil Bro came down and did his thing and shit. But he was in that fight too.
You got any videos that's gonna leak from Cook County and shit? You getting in a fight with niggas?
They already got one, but you don't see nothing.
Yeah.
I got two of my celly in the cell. They come smack the cell, bring me up out of there and shit. But you can't see the fight or nothing because it was in the cell.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
How did you feel about the video of King Von when he was in I guess he was trying to transfer to change decks?
Oh, when he
and
was
told
playing
him
the
that,
role?
yeah, he said that he was gay and shit just to switch decks or whatever.
He was just playing the role, bro. Some niggas do that. Me personally, I wouldn't do it, but some niggas actually use that route to get around their homies. It ain't that he a fucking fag for real, man.
Yeah.
He using that shit to try to get on. This deck weak as fuck. Ain't nobody over here. I want to go where the members at.
Is it honorable though? Not the gay shit, but like even just in general, switching decks. Say if your ops is on that deck, ain't you supposed to just go in there and just handle your business?
Yeah, but that ain't what he was doing. He wasn't switching decks because it was niggas over there that he was fighting.
Yeah.
He was switching decks to get around niggas who got the weed, who always drinking the hooch. You know what I'm saying? Who always going on visits with different bitches. Who always on the flow with the phone. You know what I'm saying? That's why niggas be moving around. I don't think he ever banked himself off a deck where it was some niggas at. Besides that, when they said when he was going to check in the PC, I guess he bumped into Lil J. And he said he don't want to go to PC no more.
Yeah. Was Lil J like that? You know anything? Like you seen him before?
He all right. He can squabble a little bit. He can squabble a little bit.
You seen him in there messing around with any punks?
I ain't seen it personally. You feel me? But I done bumped into the nigga and asked him why he was in PC and shit. Shit. He told me because he tired of getting jumped on. He said it's too many fan niggas. You got niggas from out west trying to fight him.
Yeah.
You got niggas from over east, west, north, the fucking suburbs, everywhere. Everybody just trying to fight him because they trying to hold on to other niggas' dicks.
How much does that change your opinion of somebody like Lil J when you find out that they into that freaky shit?
I mean, that's on him. That it ain't around me. He doing this thing. It's 2024. It's a lot of niggas out here doing that shit. They just ain't got caught doing the check. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of motherfuckers out here doing that shit.
If he was from where you're from, would that be a problem with him?
We had a motherfucker like that before on our block.
Sydney, or what's her name? Sydney Summers. She said there was a couple.
Sydney Star.
Sydney Star. That's the second time I did that.
Who the fuck is that?
The trans chick who's on Ray J's new reality show.
Oh, he said he got down with the guy down?
She said she got a couple of block bodies.
Oh. Tell her to put their ass out there.
She probably tried. I think she trolling.
She's probably trolling. But she was saying that it was like 10 years ago plus. So it will probably be people we never heard of. Well, you probably heard, but.
Shit. I don't know.
She didn't seem like she was eager to let it out. She didn't want to tell anybody. So
If she probably do, they go kill her ass.
So all your relationships with O-Block is pretty much over with. Like you ain't really fucking with
I
them.
mean, it's niggas that still reach out to me to this day that I talk to.
That's in the O-Block actively and shit.
That's actively in there. Like right now.
Who like E-Dog, Gleesh?
I can't tell y'all all that, bro. I
Yeah.
put my business out there. Then people go get to trolling them
I
and
feel
shit.
it.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm
I
saying?
feel
You
it.
can troll
But
me
you
all
still got
want.
love for some niggas.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just leave Lil Bro alone.
that's the biggest part of why you don't really go
Yes.
around or want to be down with them is just because of the shit with
My
Wooski.
little brother shit.
How was you and neighbor Wooski? Like, how did you trust Wooski when you got out of jail? Like, you ain't know where his head was at? Like, it's always been where y'all knew y'all
Bro,
would
that
never.
shit easy with us because, bro, this like I said, this ain't somebody that I just met. This ain't a brother that I just met. This a brother that I raised in the same house. Like, you know what I'm saying? We ate the same food. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my blood brother. This ain't no random person. Like, ain't no beef when it comes to that shit. We fought when I came home in 2014. You know what I'm saying? Because he was playing that tough role. I wanted to show him who the big brother was. Still.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he got up with me. That little nigga strong as hell, boy.
He won? You said you used to let him win just so he could stop
When he
being
was a shorty. He wasn't
right.
no motherfucking shorty in 2014. I wasn't letting
so
that
you
nigga
had
beat
to-
me up.
Yeah.
Hell no. But he's strong as hell, though. He had a strong-ass grip on my motherfucking my legs.
How do you feel about, because Vaughn was going around like just mocking him, saying ever since he got shot, he ain't the same anymore. What do you think about that? Do you feel like Wooski's a little different, or?
I feel like he a little different only because it's a traumatic experience. I don't know nobody that's gonna get shot in the head and ain't gonna be traumatized from it. You know what I'm saying? It'll change anybody. I don't give no fuck how tough you is. You know what I'm saying? You get hit in your head with that bullet, that'll change your whole life. Like, man, shit, I don't want to do that no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's a traumatic experience, and it cause shit. Like, Lil Bro got to take meds behind this shit. He has seizures, bro. He don't take pills because he's slow.
Yeah.
He got to take the medicines to stop having the seizures.
So was some type of brain damage or something, or?
I think the bullet probably did cause a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But me and Lil Bro talk all the time. We sit down, we talk all the time. Lil Bro ain't nowhere near slow, my nigga. I'm gonna tell you that now.
Yeah.
He's still the same person. Lil Bro just scared about all this shit that's going on out here right now. Lil Bro ain't trying to get caught up in no Fed case, and there's niggas on these interviews that doing a lot of talking. You feel me? And Lil Bro ain't trying to talk. That's why it's hard to get him on interviews. You know what I'm saying? He's scared to go to the feds, bro, because he feel that shit coming. You know what I'm saying? That's why he don't talk on the interviews. It ain't that because he's slow or none of that shit. He be genuinely trying to watch what he's saying out his mouth, for he won't say nothing crazy and end up in the feds, bro. And then who want to get shot in the fucking head again?
Oh, you right.
Hell no, I wouldn't either. But by far is he slow, man. He not slow.
How you feel when you be hearing King Von saying that in all the songs and shit? Was it like?
I mean, I ain't felt no type of way because the simple fact that's what niggas in the streets do. But when Adam did it,
I was wondering if you even knew.
but when Adam did it, it was bogus because this is an outsider looking in on what's going on in our hoods and our shit. You feel me?
What did Adam say that you seen? Cause
I quoted the song.
He quoted the song. I seen it on the internet.
All right, for sure.
It's like he quoted it, and I'm like, hold on, who the fuck is this? So I looked him up and shit, and I seen it. I'm like, oh, this a fucking white man, a fucking porn star and all type of shit.
Must have been so confusing.
He got all this fucking money and shit like that, man. And he focused on what's going on in the hood and shit. And I was just, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was blowing the fuck out of me because I'm like, it's on the outside looking in. I got shot in my head.
Yeah, sorry. The dog's tripping.
Oh, I thought somebody was coming.
No, it's just a dog.
No, you know what I'm saying? I got shot in my head. It was a traumatic experience, you feel me? Then you got somebody like Adam. He on the outside looking in, and he's speaking on it. You know what I'm saying? So in the hood, that's like you choose the sides. You know what I'm saying? So now everybody looking at Adam like, oh, Adam with Vaughn now. You feel me? That's they homie type shit. That'll make a motherfucker want to do something behind that shit because he got a lot of love out there still in them streets. You know what I'm saying?
It was a
Even though I don't
situation
think
where
nobody gonna be that stupid though. But
I said some little shit about him in an interview. So then him or I heard his girl DMs me and starts really tripping out saying a bunch of crazy shit. So then I post a screenshot of the conversation and that was my caption. It was like he changed something different, whatever, which I totally agree. Over the line. I can talk shit to somebody without making light of that or like using a quote from somebody that's in a rival gang. It basically makes me look like I'm co-signing that rival gang, which I don't really want to get into that. So I did apologize to him, and we had some conversations after that, although he never actually came for the interview. But yeah, I definitely.
he gonna come.
You think? This is a good step towards it?
He gonna come. I already been talking to him. He gonna come. But I'm gonna be with him. But I ain't gonna be in the interview. I'm just coming out here with him. You know what I'm saying? Because I want him to do his own thing. I want him to be his own man, stand on his own 2 feet.
It's kind of weird because he's like famous, but reluctantly famous now at this point. But then everybody has such a fascination with him that they keep getting him to do interviews and shit, even though he doesn't seem like he's all the way comfortable with it.
He really don't. I think the DJU interview that we just did together was like the most comfortable he even got. Cause he like opening up, and he know I ain't finna let him say nothing he ain't supposed to be saying, no fucking way. So I think it's coming along. You know what I'm saying? He got songs he working on and shit. Shit, he didn't even came to me out the blue talk about do I want to start a podcast with him and shit.
Wow, that would be crazy.
That'd be hard.
Like out the blue, like I didn't suggest this.
Yeah.
He came to me talking about a podcast, and I'm like, what the fuck?
How do you feel about Butter being the superhero for Wooski, though, where when I get into it with Wooski, all of a sudden Butter is like going hard for him, and that's like his public defender now?
I don't know.
Shit's tricky.
I don't know. I don't know what that situation like. You feel me? I guess Butter just felt like shit. When nobody else saying nothing, I guess he felt like he had to say something because he be on all the fucking platforms. You know what I'm saying?
He's the GD Avenger.
Acting crazy with everybody and doing all type of crazy ass shit.
Could you and Butter be in the same room?
Can we be in the same room? I'll be in the same room with Butter. I ain't got no problems with Butter.
You'd be on a podcast
I heard
with
him
him?
say some slick shit while he was on y'all platform.
At
though.
you.
Talking about he gave me a pass. Ain't no nigga never gave me no pass.
Oh, shit.
Never. Don't ever get on TV talking about you gave me no pass. Because it didn't happen.
You never seen him.
Never. He's never, ever,
But how
ever had the ups on me and gave me a pass, bro. At my mama house, man, I was always strapped in that bitch. Every time I came out that room and knew they was in there, I had my shit. How you give me a pass? Wasn't no passes getting thrown out.
How you know Wooski wasn't telling like this the same way you was doing for Wooski, like that my brother, like what Wooski was telling niggas, and that's my brother, give him a pass.
No, he was speaking on the situation where he was at my house.
Oh, so he's saying he gave you a pass in your own crib.
Wasn't no nigga ever in my house and gave me no pass. Cause ain't no nigga was ever in my house had the ups on me. Every time I come out my room, I had that bitch in my hand. If I was on that, I could have been getting on that. But I wasn't on that. I got respect for my little brother, them his homies.
And this time, how many people live in your household at this time? Is you
6. No, 7, including my mama. My mama got 6 kids.
Is your mom is she? Cause she consider herself a street person or?
My mama used to be a street person.
Yeah.
Like back in the days, you know what I'm saying? She had her fair share with all that other shit, you know what I'm saying? My mama don't be on none of that shit no more. My mama trying to live the rest of her life out.
Yeah.
You feel me?
What's her thoughts on like all the shit in Chicago? Cause I'm pretty sure she sees some of the documentaries and she's hip to a lot of this shit.
She be knowing that it's cap. She know that it's cap. She from the streets. So when she be watching them and shit, she be like, that motherfucker on that line. You know what I'm saying? Like,
how tapped in is she though? Like she tapped in enough to like, damn, like she kind of seen some of the documentaries and shit.
oh yeah. She be watching that shit all the time. Yeah. I call her ass and I hear a documentary going on in the background. I'm like, who the fuck you watching now? She like, this shit with Blood Money or something like that. Like, damn, you just watching everything.
People were trying to say that King Von backdoor Blood Money.
For what though?
They saying that Boss Top wasn't fucking with Blood Money or some shit. I don't know.
It
was a rumor where they were saying that they were mad at Chief Keef for signing Blood Money over Boss Top, and he didn't get Boss Top a deal. So King Von and T-Roy, they be saying King Von and T-Roy killed Blood Money, and then they be saying K.I. killed Blood Money too. Those are the rumors online.
So that was enough because if Sosa signed Blood Money, that was enough for us to backdoor one of our own homies.
Right. That seems like a crazy explanation.
That sound dumb as hell. Like, that don't happen in the streets, bro. We gon' backdoor our homie because he got signed by bro and Top didn't.
They said it was some jealousy where I guess Boss Top thought he was the one that should have got the record deal or whatever, and then Chief Keef just gave it to his cousin, so niggas just wasn't really feeling that.
Bro, how we was moving, Boss Top would have been the one to kill him. Cause we not finna backdoor our homie because you mad at him.
Yeah.
That shit don't even make sense.
So yeah, a lot of the documentaries you can't really just believe. But what about the
You can take certain shit out of it though. You can take certain shit out of it. Some of that shit be righteous.
All right, the Traveler Ross documentary got 10 million views in less than I don't even think it's been out for a whole year yet.
I don't even think I seen that.
The King Von documentary. Well, basically they were saying a lot of shit, but one thing is they were saying that Traveler Ross said King Von is a serial killer. Do you agree?
I could agree with that. I could agree with it.
A person who commits a series of murders, often with no apparent motive and typically following a characteristic, predictable behavior pattern. My issue with that is that, like,
I mean,
a guy who's in the army is not a serial killer,
well,
even
he
if
ain't
he
a
kills.
serial killer then. Because they saying he doing it with no particular motive. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
The motive is
our
extremely
motive
transparent.
like we had a motive on why we was doing the shit we was doing. I would say he was no serial killer, but he will kill you.
My thing is this, is like, even when I'm talking to my kid and I'm breaking down like a movie that she's into and I'm talking about the good guys and the bad guys, it's like, as an adult, I know that there aren't really like good guys and bad guys in the real world for the most part. Like
Right.
there are, but everybody is more complicated than that. When we're talking about like young dudes in Chicago who get basically like radicalized into the gang lifestyle at 12, 13, 14 years old, I actually think it's probably that simple in their head. We're the good guys, and these other guys that we're into it with, they're the bad guys. And that's it. It's like the only thing about a KI or a King Von or whatever is that they really believe the shit and actually act upon it, which a lot of people believe it, but they're not brave enough to go out and actually, you know, get into these situations, right?
Now I like the people that's scared that
Right.
don't want to get into the situations. You know what I'm saying? That's keeping people the fuck out of jail. That box ain't no place you want to be.
But you could say that having sat down for 15 years out of your life.
Tell me about it. It ain't nothing in there a man should want, bro, unless you bisexual or something. But ain't nothing in there a man should want. You around a man all day. You feel me? You got to do what the guards tell you to do all day. You probably get 2 phone calls a day. And now they like 10-minute phone calls now, I think. When I left, I think they was like 10 minutes, 15-minute phone calls now. I think it's 10. But, you know what I'm saying? The food garbage, the food bogus. You spend all this money on commissary. You got to pressure your people into visits. People don't answer the phone. You losing family members. People dying on you while you in there. It ain't nothing in there a man should want. Not one thing. They got you sleeping on this flat ass mattress that feel like you sleeping on steel any fuck away.
When you was locked up for those 15 years, or at least the last bit you was doing, who was really looking out for you? Like, well, could you go to Wooski for him?
My
for anything?
mama. Like, I used to reach out to Lil Bro and them. Sometimes they'll put a little bread together and shit. Like, they'll grab $10 from each other and shit. But it really was like my mama, my daddy, my grandma, my aunties, shit, my sisters, plus my little chick that I was fucking with at the time. She was always making sure I was straight. Like, I wasn't fucked up at all while I was just locked up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Do you so when King Von got out of jail, he didn't instantly just take off and like start becoming successful, and y'all still had like a relationship
yeah,
for a little bit.
We was kicking it. You know
So
what I'm
then when
saying?
he got around Dirk and he kind of blew up, when did y'all stop? When did the phone call stop?
The phone call stopped right when, you know what I'm saying, the first little shit was said about Lil Bro. You know what I'm saying, on the block. Like a lot of motherfuckers don't know. They was on FaceTime with each other. You know what I'm saying? Which I heard-
Wooski and Von.
Yeah, which I heard about. They was on FaceTime with each other. And both of them was saying, like, you know, one of them was Vaughn was on the block and Wooski was all the way down on St. Lawrence, but they watching each other from the block. And they on there, like, tweaking with each other, like, you know, I could hit you from all the way down here. I bet I could hit you from right here type shit. Like, they both, like, 2 fucking demons that was going at it with each other and shit. And that's when I first realized, like, oh, so he out there tweaking with Lil Bro. I know what's going on, type shit. Cause everybody knew not to. That's my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a ride with my brother. I don't give no fuck what's going on. We'll die together around this bitch. I don't care. But that's when I really found out, like, shit was finna go left. Cause he knew I was gonna find out about all that shit that was going on anyway.
Yeah.
So it got to the point where he gave the phone that he had when he first came home, he gave it back to his little chick that he was fucking with. And I was calling her and shit. She was like, he gave me the phone back. And then I had got the new number and shit, and I had called him, and he said some slick shit out his mouth.
Or what you say type shit?
He was like, man, you steady calling my phone like a motherfucker ain't out here trying to get your brother. You feel me? Like you ain't telling me. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm just like, damn, where all this come from? Shit. he hung up the phone. Shit, we ain't talk since.
But was this like he had any music out at this time? Or he wasn't really
That's
popular with
when
the music?
That weak ass song came out. What was it called? Beat the
Oh,
Body.
Beat the Body. All right, so that's
That
when the
shit.
first song.
You're not a fan of that song,
No,
really?
no.
That's a
The
bad
shit that he got out now is way better. Like I ain't gonna lie, King of Drill for sure.
You give it to him, stamping it.
King of Drill for sure. Like I done listen to Dan all his shit. Like ain't nobody in Chicago fucking with that.
Who would you put on the Mount Rushmore drill?
I don't know. If my little brother was still rapping and doing his thing, I definitely would have hit him up though. But he ain't rapping no more. He fin to, but he ain't rapping no more.
But just no biasness from all the people that's in this drill shit that have been putting music out. You got Von on there as on the Mount Rushmore.
Of course, he up there.
Who else you got on there?
I'm gonna put. A lot of people don't say it should be like whack now, but I'm still putting Herb up there. You feel me? Because I still fuck with that 2014 Herb. Who else? And it's hard.
Sosa
No
doesn't
Sosa?
just come to mind immediately.
Like I said on my DJU interview, Sosa got music, but his music ain't it just, you know what I'm saying, there's certain songs that click to me I just don't put him up there. All I say, like I give him the respect for paving the way for Chicago, period. You know what I'm saying? I damn near be crowning him the king of Chicago because he damn near put everybody on. Everybody be saying like, nah, before it was Sosa, y'all forgot about Bump J. You know what I'm saying? But no, we talking about drill music.
Yeah.
Sosa put the city on for drill music. He paved the way for everybody that's out here rapping drill right now. You know what I'm
A
saying?
lot of people have been talking about this lately, but why do you think Sosa never said anything after King Von passed?
Sosa, that's because Sosa, one of the smart ones out the hood. He decided to get his money and not let people keep getting over on him and shit, and he left the hood. So it's like Sosa don't be involving himself in that shit no more. Like, and people really mad at him for that. How you gonna get mad at a man that went through everything and then made it out and he trying to stay out? What the fuck? He doing his thing to me.
People are still pretty shocked that even after he passed, that there wasn't at least a rest in peace post in his mind.
It's a lot of bad blood though.
Yeah.
It's a lot of bad blood there. A lot of people, you know what I'm saying, on the outside looking in don't know, but it's a lot of bad blood there going on from years.
That's what Take Capone said, is that Sosa might be a big enough man to just not speak on it, but he don't ever forget some shit like that where he
Yeah,
felt
like-
disrespected.
People then disrespected him and then, you know what I'm saying, took money and shit like that, stole money and shit, stole clothes.
Boss
You know
thought
what I'm
when he
saying? That's what they
That
say.
whole situation,
They say
yeah.
he stole the clothes and shit. Like, how's y'all doing this to somebody that's feeding y'all? Because I'm not giving you what you feel like I should give you. You feel like you could just take my shit?
yeah.
Because you feel like I'm burden feed you? Like it ain't a million motherfuckers out here that I supposed to be taking care of? Goofy shit.
I seen you say, and I know we're talking about this again, but you said that King Von was a top killer in Chicago on the DJU interview.
He was a top killer in Chicago.
You said you be seeing the list of top 5 killers and shit, and you feel like King Von like
He like number one.
over T-Roy? Cause then earlier
I
in the
only
interview,
say that because T-Roy died and Vaughn was still alive to be able to do some more.
yeah,
You feel me? But they up there. Big Splash Brothers on location.
that's a crazy thing. So you saying they the top? Cause you know people, there's always on the list. They always put 051 Melly on there. I don't know if you know him.
He definitely a demon. People scared of dude.
Where you know him from?
He used to go with my sister.
Oh, word. The sister that was living in O Block with y'all?
My sister Missy that died.
Was that troubling while it was happening though?
Yeah, I was booked when I found out though. Cause I had called her and I heard somebody in the background. My sisters, I be on my sister's ass. I'm like, man, who the fuck is dude you got in the house? And she was like, man, none of your business. And he said his name. He like, man, it's 051 Melly. I was like, what? I hung up the phone and everything. Like, one sister asked her op. But then after a while, shit, I started talking to him on the phone and shit. Like, we'd just be like tweaking with each other and shit. He used to be like, yeah, you with them niggas, but Wooski, that's my dog. Like, I'll smoke your ass, though, type shit. Like,
But were you like laughing at him and shit?
hell yeah, I laugh at niggas like that, man. That's my thing. I'm gonna laugh at you.
Right. Damn. That's
But
crazy.
he was definitely one of those. You know what I'm saying? And if a motherfucker tell you that he wasn't, bro, that's bias all the way around.
Yeah.
Because you gotta give motherfuckers their credit. He was one of them niggas, man. You know what I'm saying?
What about Mubu and them, like Mubu Crump with somebody his name was circulating around?
I really don't even know them niggas like that. The only one I knew like that was Crump. Like, I just know Crump from just taunting niggas. Like, when Crump fell out with Dirk and them, he was just good at talking shit about them.
Yeah.
That's it. You know what I'm saying?
He made himself a famous op in a short period of time.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
they all used to hang out together. You see his pictures
Right.
of them together and everything. Like, these was homies. Like, they kicked it. You know what I'm saying? But then, from a motherfucker who know everything about you, that's not with you no more, that's kind of hard. It's like, not Crump on that with they ass.
Now the guy that everybody is kind of putting that mystique behind and hyping up is Tay Savage.
John Wick.
You had any
I ain't
run-ins
gonna
with
lie.
him?
Tay Savage, man, me and Tay Savage used to be cool as hell. You feel me? Me and Tay Savage used to be cool as hell. Like, you know, when we was locked up, we used to be kicking it and shit like that. Hey, man, bro, like, yeah, I was fucking with Tay hard. You know what I'm saying? He was doing his thing. Like, his name always been ringing bells in the streets. And that's because he was small, too. You know what I'm saying? But he'll go. I don't give a fuck how big you is. He'll fight. He still gonna fight you. You know what I'm saying?
Do you believe King Von really put $100,000 on Doug Head?
I don't know. You couldn't say if he did or if he didn't. Motherfucker don't know where that 100 bands came from.
You feel like there was that much hate in King Von heart for Duck though? Like,
I don't know.
that's a
because
possibility for him to put $100,000 up.
That's what I keep going back to. Like, who has Duck killed from our block? Like, what would make one hate him so because he the one with the money?
I mean, the money brought guns for other niggas to do shit, right?
You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if it's like that much hate. Like, I mean, I can see it though. Like a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? That's their money. I'm gonna put this $100K on them and shit. Now they ain't got no more money. But it's like I think about it like this: when you gonna put $100K on a motherfucker, it's because he a problem. I hate this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. Like, he gotta go.
You know, when I watch documentaries about like Texas and Memphis and shit, there's a lot of like people putting money on each other's heads, like left and right. Then when you see in Chicago, you don't hear about that as much. Is that because there's just like literally less people who have
Money.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the people who want to kill each other are not exactly like the rich people.
And it's like, yeah, that too. And it's people that don't want you enough. Like, if you a big problem, then somebody probably will jump out there and put some shit on your head. Like, you know what? He doing too much. We gonna have to get him out the way. You know what I'm saying? It be nervousness. It be motherfuckers be scared. Like, if a motherfucker pay some shit like that to get you out the way, you was a problem for them. And they felt nervous or something. Because if I don't feel nervous about you fuckers, I'm putting $100K on your head for. I ain't finna put no $100K on no nigga head that I ain't worried about. That mean they was worried about him. If that's the case, if that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? Vaughn probably did put that shit on him. I was booked. I don't know. That's what they saying, though.
I mean, if you were running around doing it yourself and then you get famous and rich and everything's basically the same except you can't do it yourself and now you have millions of dollars.
Thinking from a street perspective.
And if you really trust your guys that you don't think that they're going to roll over on you if they get caught or whatever, / you probably don't even have to tell them. They probably just know that you want them to do this. Like, it could be the most like subtle conversation ever. It's not that hard to imagine from my perspective.
I mean, if you look at the video, they were all running down the stairs to get King Von. It seemed like there was some type of incentive there, or they were just a little too excited.
That's what they was excited because the phone call, like, oh, we can get him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I watched the shit, but it's like, that's like Crash Dummy at the all-time highs, though. Like,
Do you think you'd feel
I
different?
ain't got no problem with none of them. You feel me? See, Murder, that's my dog. I don't give no fuck what we go through. That's my dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I do feel like a motherfucker got sent off.
What about Muwab? Did you know him? Because Muwab was like King Von, little homie.
He was a baby when I got booked.
And they're saying he's going to get out.
I don't know. You feel
Or it's
me?
at least a possibility.
Now, it's the Fed, so if it was a state case and a nigga tell you he gonna beat that shit, he gonna come home, he down there got a 50% chance. Because them state cases be easy to find loopholes. You find that loophole, you out there jam. But the feds,
Yeah.
you talking about what is it like?
98.
98%?
Something like that.
And people don't be getting out? But shit be happening. Miracles happen, bro. He fuck around and do get out. If he do get out, he gonna be the biggest rapper in Chicago.
Do you regret snitching on King Von? You feel like that fucked up your name?
I regret making that statement.
And what was the exact statement that you made that you like, I regret saying this?
I regret even saying anything about it, period.
Yeah.
You feel me? I could have just, what I did in the end any fucking way, ate the whole case and got 28 years and he got out.
And how was he able to even beat it on a technicality? Because they really
It
couldn't.
wasn't no tech. It was me making that statement go away. I made that statement go away. Other nigga dead. The other two witnesses scared to come to court.
Yeah.
I make the statement go away. He get out scot-free. Everybody came to change their statements up anyway. That's why I beat the murder. And the other attempt. Everybody came to change their shit.
Was there pressure on them to change their statements?
I don't think it was no pressure. It was just a simple fact that these was his peoples. And at the end of the day, they felt like, man, you know what I'm saying, we bogus for even doing that shit anyway. So everybody got out there and was saying the same shit. I don't recall. I don't recall. I don't recall. I don't recall. You know what I'm saying? People getting impeached. One of the niggas who got shot in the face, he got up there. I don't recall. They asked him, did he have a gun? Well, he actually pointed Von out and said Von was the one who shot him in the face and he the one who had the gun. The nigga Marquise Carpenter. And he the one said that. You know what I'm saying? But shit, if I would, I don't know. I feel like if I wouldn't have never even made that statement, like we would have never came home.
So you feel like it helped y'all in the long
Hell
run?
yeah, that shit helped us in the long run. Because he was able to get out, and then I had to wait until he got killed to get out. You feel me? They weren't trying to let me go. You know how many times I was in court? You know what I'm saying? I was in court for years. Years, like, going back and forth.
So when
people.
when people call you a snitch, does that irritate you because you feel like they're just saying that without understanding the actual situation?
I mean, it is kind of irritating, but when it come from fans and shit, like I don't be getting no fuck. I be looking at it like, you a fan, you don't know what you talking about. You just going off some shit. You don't even know what the fuck you talking about. Like you on the outside looking in, you ain't never walked the day before on my shoes. You feel me?
In your heart, do you feel like you snitched?
I feel like I said too much. Yes, I do. You feel me? I feel like I said too much, trying to turn a big situation into a small situation. Yes, I do. You feel me? Like, I ain't got no problem with admitting that shit.
Yeah.
I was trying to do something that was gonna get us up out that jam, which that's what it did any motherfucker way. Because he was able to get off. I was able to get off, but I had to wait. Once that judge found out that he passed away, it was a wrap. It was a wrap. It was time for me to go.
So that's how you really got out after Von passed
Yeah.
away.
they wanted him. That's what they wanted.
Yeah.
They never wanted me from the jump. That's what they wanted. But then when I end up eating it, I ain't even care. 28 years, 85%. It is what it is. I'll be home. I'll be an old man, but it is what it is.
And where you served majority of that time at anyway?
Shit, I went to Menard, then Lawrenceville, and then to Danville.
So it really wasn't no ops in there, or how was
It's
that?
ops in every motherfucking joint.
Oh,
Menard
wow.
is a maximum security facility.
Yeah.
You start there, you sit in there for like 6 months, and then you go to like a lesser maximum. So now you go down to a medium max, which was Lawrenceville. And then when I won the appeal and shit, I went from Lawrenceville to Danville. But most of my time was in Lawrenceville.
So how are you feeling about the rapping at this point, since you've put out music and it's been a couple months, you've had time to see how people react?
Man, rapping is kind of hard to a motherfucker who really don't know what they doing. So now what I did is I done made sure I was at least able to write like 3 songs. Just in case I do get stuck, how I be getting stuck on writing this shit. You feel me? So it like now I got like 3 songs put up. I can drop one, and then like a couple of weeks after that I could drop the other one without having no pressure on me, because I done already made like 3 of them. And then I could keep trying and keep doing it and shit like that. I got niggas reaching out to me trying to ghostwrite for me and everything, talking about I'm taking too long.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised you didn't immediately just kind of go for that, or at least like a lot of the bigger rappers I know work with a ghostwriter. Like they'll sit together and write the song together.
Yeah, that's what the guy, they was reaching out to me saying and shit. He was like, man, I can write you some shit.
Way more common than you
know
think.
what I'm saying? You just sit with me and, you know what I'm saying, talk to me about some shit and I'll put it in a rap. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't take him serious or nothing like that. But I was thinking about doing the shit just to put something out there. But I got some shit finna come though. I got some shit lined up. You know what I'm saying? Making shit happen. I'm working with some little producers and shit.
Definitely.
Trying to get me a podcast.
Oh, really? So that's actually something that might happen?
Hell yeah. I had a motherfucker reach out to me about being a partner, but like I looked at his followers and shit like that, he ain't really like up there. Like, and I ain't trying to really start from the bottom. You know what I'm saying? I got more followers than this nigga.
J Mane kind of proved that you could go from being a person who goes on other people's podcasts to just starting your own thing, and because he's doing like pretty good numbers with all these people.
He did that. He reached out to my little brother about an interview, but he was talking about $500, and that ain't happening. J Mane making too much money right now.
Right.
Can't trick nobody.
So too much
man, you
cereal.
over whooping for 500.
He can't trick nobody.
He ain't doing no interviews for $500. So
Yeah, so like, come on.
Man, he can't trick nobody.
What's the future for Big Mike? What do you want to see? Where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
Man, podcast. I'm gonna keep doing this little rap shit just to, you know what I'm saying. I done seen some money off of YouTube behind that shit already. You know what I'm saying. So it's some money involved with that shit. But you know, in the long run, shit, I'm trying to buy buildings and shit. I'm trying to buy buildings, flip them, rent them out, all type of shit, like apartments and shit like that. You feel me? Like I got a lot of music that I'm just finna keep on dropping though. I got music I'm finna keep on dropping, and I'm working on some shit with this little female I met that live out here, but she say she like 40 minutes away from here, but she out here, but she like 40 minutes away or some shit.
Yeah.
She was, when I told her I was coming to y'all studio, she thought I was talking about, I guess y'all got another one.
yeah,
kinda close
like
to
a
that.
shopping area. Yeah.
Yeah, the shopping area. She was like, I was just out there the other day. I say, no, it ain't right there. It's on shit. She was like, they ain't got no damn studio right there. I was like, what?
On Melrose. She probably talking about the Melrose.
That's what she talking
But
about.
we record over there too. But like then sometimes like when Duty Low and them showed up trying to press one of our other hosts, they showed up on Melrose even though that dude is never there.
Yeah, what they was on?
He was just talking crazy about various who else was there? Chief Wook?
Chief Wook, yeah.
He was there too.
They just wanted to have a conversation with Flacco.
Oh, y'all should be going up.
He just be saying anything about
I
Chicago.
see you finna get whooped though.
By who?
Famous Richard. No, I'm just fucking around. I thought that was a skit though.
He
I
bailed.
thought that was a skit.
But he's rebooked for Monday.
There wasn't no skit.
I mean,
when he got into it with
Crip Mac.
yeah. I thought that was a skit.
we weren't
That's all he
100%
do.
sure, and the security wasn't 100% sure too, because they
Nah,
started
dude looked
lurking
to
into
see
the
it.
room,
Yeah,
looking.
dude looked to see it. The one that came in, you talking about some we not.
I don't
doing
even
that.
know what Crip Mac was thinking, because I think in Richard's mind, he's doing a troll, he's doing something for content. Crip Mac definitely had no idea. He was ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I started. I'm like, it's a skit, but then it's kind of started getting seeming like it was a little serious.
I think that's why it was so good, is because none of us really knew. I didn't really know what to think either.
It was a toss up.
I didn't know what to think, except I was like, I'm not getting out of my chair. I'm not going to act scared of you when I got Crip Mac sitting next to me and the security guard by the door. You're not going to intimidate me.
Hell no.
But yo, it was great having a conversation, man. You got a very important story. It helps fill in a lot of the blanks of the whole history of Chicago drill and everything. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, a lot of the people y'all be having up here don't be keeping it real, man.
Oh, we got some cappers in
Who,
here?
who know who somebody
Who's
that
capping?
I ain't saying no names. Y'all will figure it out. Y'all do y'all homework. I definitely seen one motherfucker y'all had up here that capped.
Who's that?
I ain't gonna say his name. Just
BD or GD?
Just know he from the block. He from the O.
Oh, word.
He got up here and capped. And then a picture surfaced on the internet.
It's a short list.
Let us know in the comments who you talking about, because I don't know who you talking
I'm
about.
going to feel like an idiot. Cause
They know.
there's only
I can start naming people, but you ain't gonna.
It was a motherfucker who came up here, he capped, and then the picture got leaked on the internet.
What kind of picture was it?
It was a picture of 2 niggas, 3 niggas.
Well, it's a cliffhanger.
Y'all let us know in
It's
the
a
comments
cliffhanger.
who you talking about, because I really don't know.
Do your homework.
And you the one asked him the question, so you definitely know.
I just can't think. BJ?
Hell yeah. I wasn't even gonna say the nigga name. Cap like a motherfucker.
What's he got?
What I ask him?
When you ask him, did he know me? Tell me he don't know me. He never met Wooski, brother. Is you what?
Oh, word.
That's Cap, bro. Like
But that's
you
regular
talking,
shit.
I don't know Wooski, brother.
If you ask me about somebody and I want to like kind of diss them, I'll be like, yeah, I don't even know him. I see dudes do that on this podcast every week. Yeah, I don't even know, bro. Who is he? What's the deal with him?
Something?
Did you know Money Duke?
Yeah, hell yeah.
What was your relationship with Duke?
Me and Duke was cool too. Last time I talked to Duke was when that was when him and Vaughn got into it an hour. That was the last time I talked to him.
Oh, him and Vaughn was beefing for a little bit?
An hour.
Oh,
They
word.
fought and shit. That was the last time I talked to him though.
Who won that fight?
Shit, I don't know. I was booked.
Oh, word. One thing before you get up out of here, because you know a lot of kids and shit from Chicago be watching this, and what would you, any messages for the kids that's watching this?
I give a message to these kids after all my interviews. It's the same shit I'm going to keep on saying, bro. It's better ways to get money out here. Now, I ain't telling them motherfucker they can't be a blogger or a YouTube and shit like that, because there's hella money in that too. I'm not even telling you can't even be no rapper, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, like, the streets, the ways of the streets ain't for them. They ain't for them. Because now what the kids is doing, the kids is going to jail, and the kids is in that bitch getting beat because they can't fight. Don't go to jail, bro. You ain't gotta go to jail. Bro, at the end of the day, you could go home. If that man walk up to you and say, hey man, come with me, let's go do this. And you say, no, I'm about to go in the crib. Don't let a motherfucker make you feel like you a bitch because you want to go in the house, bro. Instead of go do some goofy shit with him. Because at the end of the day, he gonna be booked. And guess what you gonna be at home, able to go to school, able to eat whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? Put your own clothes on. You ain't gotta worry about people telling you what to do but your mama. You feel me? Like, go to school, get them college degrees and shit. That shit take time, but that shit is money. That's legit money. Something you ain't even gotta worry about. You ain't gotta worry about a motherfucker trying to kill you. You become a gangster rapper in these streets, that's what you gonna have to do every day. Even if you trying to get out, you still gotta look over your shoulder. I don't give no fuck what you talking about you getting out. Ain't no getting out once you got in. You can move wherever you want to, but you still gonna have that street mentality at the end of the day because you gonna move with your gun and shit. Why would you want to go through that when you could just be a regular person and walk on the streets freely? Be a regular civilian. Get money like a regular civilian. The motherfucker we call lames, that we used to call lames. Like Adam Ass a lame, but guess what? Adam had a nice ass car, big ass house. He got all the hoes, money out the ass, and he not in jail. You feel me? Like them the motherfuckers people say lames the whole time. Like he a lame, but shit, you the lame nigga. You gonna go follow behind the next nigga. You gonna go to jail over the next nigga.
Tight shit.
How is he a lame? So my message to the youth is, man, do something better than what a motherfucker was doing. Like,
And you don't got to take it from a square. You can take it from somebody who's really been
know what I'm
through all
saying?
this.
do something better. Like doctors and lawyers and shit make good money. Y'all can watch them because they on Instagram. I know doctors that's living shit, rapper lives. They got everything, big ass houses, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't gotta be no gangster, bro, because you gonna end up dead or you gonna end up in jail. Them the only two places you going in the streets. Your ass gonna die, you gonna go to jail. Either way it go, ain't near one on the right ways. So the streets is not for you. Leave that shit alone. Do something else. And let the people that's finna come behind you see what you doing for they can do it. That's the only way we're gonna be able to kill this street shit. We ain't never gonna be able to kill it if all the kids is being influenced by what we doing. Like, and they damn near easily influenced. Like, he see me with a gun, he like, damn, I want a gun. Fuck that, I just seen Big Mike with a gun. I forget me a gun. Finna shoot me a nigga. Cause he easily influenced, like, no. Y'all better start picking up the motherfucking phones that y'all be click-clacking on all motherfucking day and go watch LeBron James and how much money he making. You feel me?
That's real.
I feel that.
Appreciate you coming on, man.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Let's do it again sometime.
I'll be back.
Part 2 of Wooski.
I like that idea.
Part
You got
2
some
of
big
Wooski.
ass hands.
You know I can make that happen.
We definitely making it happen.
That's the biggest hand I shook in a while.
Bro.
Shout out to Remo. No jumper. Shout out Big Mike. Coolest podcast in the world. What we saying?
Coolest podcast for no jumper.
Coolest podcast, biggest hands. We out.